I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Adkins, Sales and Finance Director at EPAC Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV as we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
EPAC Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opacandmotors.com.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
Hello, everyone. Now is your opportunity to transform your home with D. Gills Afterpaints, the experts in interior hardware, shelving, and finish carpentry. Whether it's a new construction or a residential renovation, we bring precision and artistry to every project. Our priority, efficiency and transparency. At D. Gills Afterpaints, we will keep you informed every step of the way. And with free estimates, there's no reason to wait. Let us bring your vision to life. D. Gills Afterpaints, crafting your dream spaces with care.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304-707-3549.
Hey, home team sports fans, thank you for tuning in tonight. We tried to get Patrick Mahomes and Jake here. They're a little bit busy, so you're stuck with Jared from State Farm in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We are thrilled to partner with Home Team Sports to bring you area high school football this fall and to continue to support our area student athletes. Thanks for letting us be a part of this. Your needs guide us. Your goals drive us. Jared Ferguson, State Farm.
Enclosures Unlimited is a family-owned and operated glass company that has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is installed, we promise fast, knowledgeable, and friendly service. We are always happy to answer all your questions and work with you to design a space that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any We have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Childcare.
And good evening, guys, and welcome to Cougar Stadium here in Shenandoah Junction, home of the Jefferson Cougars, where tonight they play host to the undefeated defending state champion Martinsburg Bulldogs. The Bulldogs come in at 4-0. The Cougars are 1-2. I'm your host, J.D. Fritz, and joining me tonight, I have a special guest broadcast, and I'm excited to announce Martinsburg graduate and former All-State wide receiver Cedric Brown. Cedric, thanks for it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight.
Hey, JD, yeah, man, I'm glad to be here, man. Just like life, man, when you get put in a different environment, you got to take the opportunities that come with it. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to watching a great game.
Yeah, me too, Cedric. We got two teams here in the EPAC. This game between Jefferson and Martinsburg is always a big game, not only to the players, the coaches, but also the students, that go to each respective school, as well as the fans in the stands. So we're going to talk a little bit about this rivalry that's kind of developed back in the 70s.
Yep.
A rivalry that you've been a part of as well on 3 state championship teams. So tell me a little bit about the experiences you had playing for the Bulldogs.
Oh man, it was awesome growing up. Where we did in Berkeley County, man, and getting to have that cross county rivalry with Jefferson. It was always a big thing that everyone talked about growing up. And you didn't want to be the one holding the L after any sport really. It could be baseball, basketball, or football, the main 3. And it was just always a good time to talk trash all week and hear the rah-rah, hear the noise all week, and just get a chance to show up on Fridays or whenever game day was, and kind of prove yourself. And so you knew it after the game was over. You'd have something to walk away bragging about. So.
Yeah, I agree. And, you're a little bit later, a 2013 graduate. I was a 94 graduate. So things were quite a little bit different. Yeah. The style of play, we were a lot of power I formations and Martinsburg. Of course, going back, I played against guys like Leon Yancey, Kevin Walker. That he was the running back for them that year. Of course, they ended up beating us. The game was a lot tighter back then than some of the games in recent years. Yeah. I think they beat us 13-7, if I remember correctly. So, it was definitely a battle for many, many years between Jefferson and Martinsburg, and then that rivalry just kind of built up from there to what we have now. And, yes, Martinsburg has come out on the winning side of it quite a few years now recently. But, we're hoping that Jefferson can build this program back up to make that rivalry once again what it used to be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they always have the athletes every single year in every sport. So it's just really a matter of, a lot of preparation, a lot of the mental capacity of, who's willing to, go out and, not only make a great individual effort, but, who plays together and sacrifices for the greater good of the team, and, who's going to do the little things right, not necessarily, have a big highlight play, but, who's going to do the little things like tackle an open field, and who's going to make the right call on third down, and, stuff like that. The guys have to really rally behind each other and, make it a full team effort. I know every time we played, Jefferson High School in whatever sport it was, the greatest teams had guys that, had great leaders on their team. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we got a little bit of wind. The rain seems to be holding off so far, so we're at about 75 degrees, a little windy up here at Jefferson, as it typically always is. But, the weather seems to be really good. I mean, this is, we're in fall season now, Cedric. It's football weather, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about it, man. It's a great crowd tonight. Obviously, for it being a rainy weather day and everyone, kind of shying off, being gun shy about coming out, for it to be, a big-time rivalry early this fall. I mean, it's a great crowd on both sides of the field.
So we got about 15 minutes here till kickoff, as we're going to pause for a moment of silence. But well, Cedric, we're going to go ahead and get right into our breakdown and recap of the week of games for each of these teams. We'll start with Jefferson, who's coached by Craig Hunter. The Cougars had a bye week last week, but they're coming off an impressive road win down in Huntington against a tough Spring Valley team. They put up 45 points, the most points they've scored so far this year, and over 300 yards of offense against the Timberwolves. The Cougars, who started 0-2, though, they got a much-needed win coming into this big matchup between the Bulldogs, and they will need all those points and more tonight if they want to knock off the defending state champions. And let's see if that bye week will help Jefferson kind of be a little more prepared for tonight.
Yeah, you would think, with the extra week, a lot more time in the film study, obviously together and individually. I know kids, when we were growing up, we try to find time during school to get it done. So hopefully they're, very well prepared. I know Coach Hunter, he's a big X's and O's guy, knows a lot about scheme in terms of Martinsburg, what they like to do, win, and really looking forward to it. I know with Martinsburg, they came off a big win, kind of like an everybody eats kind of game. I think Buskey scored, Bunny scored. I think Boston Todd got in the end zone. Guys like Brian Dick, who's a sophomore. So they got a lot of guys that just had a good time last week. Hopefully tonight they kind of bring that kind of same mentality of. This is going to be a full-fledged team effort. I know the games go a lot smoother with Martinsburg, especially on the sideline over there when you got guys that, there's not too many footballs to get around. So you only got one ball to share. So it's always a good time when everybody can eat.
Yeah, and like you said, they're coming off a pretty convincing win at home last week against the Hedgesville Eagles, and that was their first EPAC game of the season. And, you know, they pretty much dominated the Eagles from start to finish, as we know Martinsburg does quite a bit, racking up nearly 500 yards of total offense, led by Kennedy Award candidate Coy Fagan. Look for more of the same here against Jefferson tonight, as, you know, the Bulldogs love to put up a lot of points, averaging right around 55 points a game.
Wow. Yeah, I know. You know, it all starts with from the top. You know, so I mean, Coach Walker, Coach Sherman, those guys have been together for a little while now in terms of knowing their tendencies and knowing what their weaknesses are, but then exploiting the other team's weaknesses, but also just staying true to who they are. Like, they don't really mix it up. They might change the formation here and there, but they're pretty much going to run their base stuff. And they're going to line up and kind of play physical and just say, hey, my man is better than your man, and we're going to smash in them off, and we're going to march right down the field and, occasionally have that big play to, spark some momentum and get them going on the sideline. So I know that's what we're looking forward to doing, and I know a lot of those guys, they're going to stay true to, just what they do best. So.
Yeah, and I agree. And we can jump right into a few keys of the game that we have for each team. I'll go ahead and start with Jefferson. And the thing for Jefferson is, they want to try to keep the game tight. In order to do that, they're going to have to keep the ball out of the hands of the Bulldogs as much as they can. They got to control that clock, eat up a lot of that time of possession. Also, obviously, you're going to have to play mistake-free football. You can't win games turning the ball over. We all know that. The Bulldogs are prone to getting off to slow starts in a lot of games that I've watched over the last few years. So if Jefferson can do that and also hit on some of those big plays early, I think that will definitely give them a much better chance to upset the Bulldogs here at home. Now, what do you got on the Martinsburg side for some of the keys to the game?
Yeah, absolutely, JD. I know with Martinsburg, the main thing for them is, obviously playing with discipline. You can't get behind the 8 ball and 1st and 15, 1st and 20, 3rd and long, stuff like that because of penalties. I know for Jefferson, I watched their game 2 weeks ago against Sharando when they played 3 weeks ago, and that first drive they had to start the game against Jefferson or Sharando here right at Cougar Field was really good. They had like an 8-play drive, got in the end zone, but they got to do the things that they know that they're really good at and just play to their strengths. But obviously, I think every game is won and lost pretty much in the trenches, obviously. Those big guys for Jefferson are going to have to really come out and just let Martinsburg know that they're not afraid of them and that, they're here to, have a ball game and it's going to be a long night. So I think that's pretty much the keys to the game for both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. We have getting ready to do the national anthem, so we will pause for that. Take a quick minute.
It's always good to see a Jefferson band out here still doing their thing, man. They come out in numbers, really heavy, really deep.
Oh yeah, the Jefferson band, they still keep going, yeah, man. They sometimes they have over 200 band members on any given year, and that's crazy. I mean, they've been one of the best bands in the state of West Virginia for quite some time now.
It's so funny. I'll see Craig Hunter during the spring, and it's just a lot of the same thing in terms of, well, the spring sports, Jefferson kind of like dominates the area, dominates the state. They're well recognized, have a lot of accolades. And then, every spring it just seems like the same thing. And the same thing with the fall, Martinsburg and football, and the same thing with, Musselman in terms of volleyball. So each school has their niche.
That's right. We got about 7 or 8 minutes to go before kickoff, and we're going to get into our players to watch for this evening. Cedric, who do you got on the Martinsburg side? Who do you like to look out for tonight?
Man, a guy I loved and got to know a little bit about last year in terms of his character, in terms of his work ethic, was Kyrie Bunny, man. He's really stepped into a role of this year of being that big play hit, big one-hit guy, just big play guy that they can lean on in terms of, third and long, or maybe they just need to move the chains and they need a guy to go to. Him, and then obviously, I think the engine, the horse, Nick Buskey. He's a guy that just kind of can just do whatever you need, whether it's a 5-yard, just put him at ease, kind of get a first down, or he can break one for 75, 80 yards if he has to. So with those two guys, I think at the helm, they're quiet guys, but they lead by example. Same with Coy Fagan, obviously going from running back to quarterback. That just kind of tells you his character right there. Just he's willing to change positions and do it at a high level. He was very good at running back last year, and obviously he's back to his his standard at where he was his whole life at playing quarterback. So those three guys there on offense, I think if they do a good job leading and not losing the ball, having any turnovers, I think Martinsburg will pretty much roll in whatever capacity they have to on offense tonight.
Yeah, and hey, I don't disagree with either of those three at all. And actually, Coy Fagan was going to be my player to watch tonight. I mean, especially on offense. Last week, against Hedgesville, he had nearly 300 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. I mean, that's it's kind of like Pro Bowl numbers in the league, I mean, you're putting up those kind of numbers. That's crazy. I mean, if he can turn it up again like that, it could be a long night for Jefferson. And I agree also with Kyrie Bunny. I think a couple games ago he had four TD catches, which is unheard of. Probably something you put up back in your day once or twice. So, look for Kyrie to have another big night. They've got a really great supporting cast of receivers there. As you mentioned, Buskey, he's the bruiser running back that they like to run between the tackles a lot, but yet he can break one, like you said, and take one to the house as well. So they definitely have a lot of playmakers on their side of the ball.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Jefferson, just sitting on the offensive side of things. I'm looking forward to see what Tayshawn Roper does. I need really for Jefferson to really have a chance and stay in touch with the game. They got to be able to run the ball at least 25, 30 times with just giving him the rock, man. They got to feed him. He's got to be like the guy that can answer all the questions on offense. If they need a big run, he's got to be able to do his thing in terms of giving some momentum to Jefferson on the offensive side of the ball if they get stagnant at all. I think really feeding him, but Martinsburg is obviously going to have a plan for him. You know what I mean? They're going to be looking to see where he's lining up, if he's coming in motion, if he's directly behind center or behind the quarterback in like pistol or anything like that. That stuff kind of gives away where the ball's going to be going. So pre-snap is very important. Obviously, Martinsburg does a great job of preparing their guys. Their coaching staff is always in the meeting rooms on Sundays. It could be 4, 5, 6 hours long on Sunday morning, starting at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and they'll just be in there hanging out watching film. So it's always a long endeavor, of a long week of preparation, and really the team that prepares the best mentally is probably the team that's going to come out on top.
Yeah, I agree. That's 100% correct, Cedric. And Tayshawn Roper had said it earlier in the year. This team's going to go as far as Tayshawn will take them. But I like to point out tonight, I think it'll be a really good night at home for Dylan Herrick, the quarterback, senior quarterback, to really step up, have a good game. He's gotten better as the years gone on, and as this season has gone on, started off a little bit shaky, but definitely has improved. Threw for a couple of scores last week. And, if he can get the ball to those playmakers early and put some points on the board, kind of get Martinsburg on the back of their heels a little bit, they might have gain some of that momentum, and maybe they can, give Martinsburg some competition tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And then obviously the third phase, special teams, man. Martinsburg calls it special forces, but I think if Jefferson can limit the special teams surprises like onside kicks, kick returns, punt returns, if they can, have good field position, special teams is going to be huge tonight in terms of, the momentum swings, man. High school football, special teams can do a lot of damage. So really looking forward to that one. Looking forward to, how the coaches adjust, how they play X's and O's. Because really, I think Jefferson's going to have to take some more risk. I think them being conservative, trying to, put together 13, 14, 15 play drives is going to be kind of difficult against the caliber of defense Martinsburg has. So they might have to, try some 4th and 3s at midfield and just go for it, and hope that they can keep their offense on the field and, take some shots downfield on 2nd down, maybe even 1st down, try and surprise Martinsburg because they're going to be in a tight man.
And we're going to go down to the field right now for the coin toss, and we will be back up in the booth in just momentarily.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to your next game. I'm Mr. Shulkis, Mr. Dusing will be your officials in the middle of this evening. All right, I want sportsmanship at all times. I say the same thing every week. You guys talk to your team, you talk to yours. We shouldn't have any problems, right? Plays 30 yards away from you. Please stop what you're doing. Just follow the play. I don't want anybody getting hurt. No unnecessary penalties, all right? Here's the visiting team. You'll be making the call. All right, that's a head. That's tails. That's a head. That's tails. Go ahead and call it in the air so they can hear it. Heads. All heads. It is tails. It is tails. What would you like to do? He wants to receive. What side do you guys want to defend? You want to defend away? You want on the clock. Go ahead and go to the clock. You got your step. Right. Jefferson has won the toss and elected to receive. All right, guys, let's shake hands and get started.
And we are back up here in the booth, and Jefferson won the toss and has elected to receive. So they will get the ball coming out first, Cedric. And
that's good.
What do you look for Jefferson to get started with?
Man, I'm looking for a big return. It shows, I think, the mindset of, hey, we're not afraid of you guys. I think we're going to get this ball, we're going to right down the field and put up 6. That's what you want. Right now at the early stages of the game, I think that makes all the difference in terms of how the standards and how the tone's going to be set.
Yeah, and I'm sure Craig Hunter would love to see the same thing happen. And while we have a minute real quick before the kickoff, I'd like to thank our Home Team Sports sponsors, Catro Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, R&L Landscapes, Enclosures Unlimited, Big Mike's Grillin', Pekin Motors, call Jeremy Atkins, State Farm Insurance, call Jared Ferguson, Rosedale, Funeral Home and Cemetery, ERA Liberty Realty, call Cheryl Yates, Bench Warmers, Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, and D. Gill's After Paints. It looks like number 80.
Yep, number 6.
No, that would be number 36, excuse me.
Oh, gotcha.
Kicking off. I believe that's Sam Collins. They have a couple different kickers here. They kind of rotate them a little bit between kickoff and extra points. Back deep for the Cougars is Tony Allen. Demarius Wallace and Tayshawn Roper. And Wallace will let that one roll into the end zone. And there is a flag on the field to start this game.
Already starting off with a penalty.
So that'll back up the Bulldogs 5 yards, and we will repeat the kickoff.
Which does make it a little tougher. It makes I think this guy's got a big leg, so they hoping that he puts it in the end zone, but it does make it a little bit harder if you starting back 5 yards deeper.
Well, and if you look at the flag there, said the wind's blowing, and so that could play a big factor here in a lot of these kickoffs and punts tonight. And passing game, too, so we'll see how each team comes out, if they come out throwing as normal, or if they will try to establish the run here with the wind starting to pick up. So, again, back deep, Wallace and Roper, Allen and Rockwell are the up-backs, and that
made it in.
Did go just slightly inside the pylon, and that'll come out to the 20. And that's where the Cougars will start their first possession of this ball game.
Yeah, Martinsburg's most likely going to come out, press man. They'll have one safety deep, and he won't even be too deep. He'll be about 15 yards.
Well, I know Coach Hass, he likes to play that zero coverage a lot as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they start with. And Jefferson will come out in their normal 2-by-2 spread. We got Wallace and Tony Allen here to the near side. Roper to Herrick's right. So you're going to send Rockwell in motion. Herrick back to throw. He's looking for a receiver. Caught there in the middle of the field. That's Tony Allen. Looks like he might pick up a first down here.
Yeah, he actually scored on that play against Sarando about 3 weeks ago, the exact same rate. It's like a stick concept. So they just want to, read the flat defender. If the flat defender goes with the guy in the flat to the motion, that he throws to this guy right here at number 2. So good play by those guys. That's a good first call.
So a nice early completion for Herrick to Allen. So if they can kind of get that combination going, they'll be in good shape. So 2 receivers here to each side.
I like the pre-snap motion and man too. It's very difficult. They got to talk.
On the motion, Roper drops the ball. Looks like he got it back. He took his eyes off of it. It was getting pressure off the edge there. Roper took his eyes off it, dropped the ball. That'll be a loss of about 2 on the play to bring up 2nd and 12 now for the Cougars.
Yeah, that's a take notes at home, kids. You never catch the ball with your hands. You catch the ball with your eyes. If your eyes leave, your hands won't follow.
That's one thing Jefferson does not want to start doing is going backwards. Got to stay ahead of those chains. So 3 receivers to the top. Herrick back to throws, looking for a receiver. In and out of the hands of Jackson Rockwell.
Good coverage. Ace Flores got to the curl spot where he's supposed to be. That's really good.
Yeah, Ace is a very good linebacker for the Bulldogs. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12 now for the Cougars. So already 3rd and long situation.
I know usually Jefferson week, I remember when I played, it was a big strain on defensive day. I mean, it was a lot of Skelly, a lot of 7-on-7, a lot of, they're going to be right here. You need to be over here in your zone when they get in 3x1 or 2x2 because they're going to run this concept. So very important for the Bulldogs mentally.
So here we go, 3rd down. Herrick back to throw again. He's looking over here to the sideline. Got Wallace. Wallace gets low to catch it. The completion is made there at about the 35, but well short of the first down. So the Cougars will be forced to punt. It'll be Tykeem Drake on to punt for the Cougars. Back deep for the Bulldogs. It looks like it's going to be Coy Fagan and also number 31, Braden Miller. The Bulldogs should get relatively good field position. But I know that Drake can really get a foot into it sometimes. We'll see if the wind helps. A nice high punt there towards the sideline. It goes right out of bounds. So great punt there by Tykeem Drake. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Right at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will take over.
Yeah, very precise, very smart. I'm sure they've been practicing that all week. If we're on the hash, please just put it out of bounds so that way it doesn't give a return guy any chance at all to hurt us.
The Bulldogs with Coy Fagan under center. To his left is Nick Buskey. 2 receivers to the far side. Kyrie Bunny here to the near side. It's going to be Fagan on the keeper, and he hits a hole. And Tony Allen knocks the ball loose, but it goes out of bounds right around the 49-yard line.
Wow.
But not after a big gain from Coy Fagan there on first down.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this. The way Martinsburg likes to advance the ball on first down is by quarterback runs. They do it like 70% of the time on first down. So it's really important that Jefferson kind of keys in on that and, kind of like recognizes formation, recognizes what down it is and, down and distance. So very important.
Definitely. If they did their homework, they will know that play is coming on first down a lot. So Fagan with Buskey in the backfield to his right. The handoff goes to Buskey straight up the middle. He's got a hole down inside the 40, about to the 37-yard line goes Nick Buskey. We'll call it the 36, but not after a gain of about 15.
Great job by the offensive line from Martinsburg. I mean, you could have drove a truck through that one.
So they're going a little hurry up now, trying to catch the Cougars off guard. Buskey will take it again. Broken tackle there as Buskey pushes his way forward down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line, close to another first down.
See, contact was made, 3 yards downfield. It's very important that Jefferson comes in and open field tackles because that 3 yards just turned into 7 real fast and got a first down off of it.
So that's 3 straight first downs now for the Bulldogs to start this drive.
I like the pace at which they're going to. Sherman's trying to speed it up, making sure that they can't communicate, go fast.
So 2 receivers to the far side. Money over here to the near side. Fagan will take the quarterback keeper. He's got room to the left here near the near side. Flag on the play as Coy walks into the end zone.
Could have been a face mask.
I'm thinking so. It looks like it might have been a face mask, and that score will count. But we'll just wait and see here what we've got.
I think it could have been offensive. I think.
It'll be holding on the offense, but I was like you said, I thought it could have been an offensive face mask.
The way he kind of fell when he tried to tackle him, it looked like he didn't trip over a line or anything. He just Coy just grabbed him real hard and kind of slung him down.
So that'll back. Well, that's a spot foul, so it's still going to be 1st and 9 now for the Bulldogs. So basically, kind of like almost
just starting over.
Yeah. Fagan will fake it, drops the football, had him in the backfield, missed the tackle, but he throws it to Bunny, who was wide open.
Wow.
Good idea there, but Bunny, they weren't on the same page. He wasn't ready for the pass as they thought Fagan was running the ball as the DB came up to make the tackle. The ball falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down now.
Yeah, Martinsburg kind of went same old play there and kind of ran the same thing, but it looked like an RPO action because Bunny wasn't blocking that time. He kind of turned around and was ready to make a catch or make a play if he had to. Looks like Jay Sean just ran off. Jay Sean Dirty. Maybe due to the equipment. It looked like he's messing with his knee pads. The referees have really been on that last couple of years.
They definitely have. They caught my son in middle school the very first game. He's like, I said, why are these kids wearing such small pants?
Really been on
There's
that.
Fagan, takes it. Quarterback keeper to the left, and the Cougars just have no answer for that quarterback keeper. That Fagan's run 3 times now for 1st down.
Yeah, that left side of that offensive line is moving the line of scrimmage. I mean, they're 3-4 yards advanced into the play by the time Fagan even crosses 1-2 yards down the field.
And the Cougars have to know that play is coming, and they just seem like they're just not ready for it every single time. The handoff, fake goes to Buskey. They got Fagan now in the backfield. That's going to be 0. Jalen Allen on the stop there for the Cougars. So he was a transfer in this year. So he's definitely helped them there on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, he looks the part, man. He looks like a man out there.
That'll bring up 2nd and about 15 now for the Bulldogs.
Let's see if Jefferson kind of stacks the box or if they just kind of prepare for pass. We'll see how it goes.
It just looks like to me there's a lot of gaps in that defense.
Screen game.
Screens it over here to Jay Sean Dirting.
Yep.
Picks up a couple on the play, but good defense there by Tykeem Drake. That'll bring up a big 3rd down here for the Bulldogs. Ball on the 14-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, based off of how it's been working, I like quarterback run to the boundary here, just based off how much chunk plays they've been getting off of that so far this drive. A lot of things I see here. Jefferson looks like they're going to go too high.
So we got 2 receivers here to the near side. You got Dirting, and it looks like Boston Todd in the slot. Be Fagan again, straight up the middle.
Yep.
Not a bad game there on 3rd down to about the 5-yard line. So definitely going to be 4-down territory, I would think, for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Brent knew that, too, when he called that play. Well, if we don't get the 1st down here, we're just going to go for it anyway. So
the Bulldogs can get a 1st down at about the 3-yard line or so. So 4th and 3. Fagan looks like he's trying to get him with a hard count there. We got 3 receivers here to the near side.
I like the one-on-one over there in the boundary with Bunny.
Fagan will take it again. They stopped him.
Yeah, Jefferson knew it was
Good
coming.
defensive stand by the Cougars. And that's what they needed right away early in this football game, Cedric.
Great stop by those guys, man. I mean, I don't think they could have played that any better, knowing that play was ran 3 times prior, and there was chunk plays of 12, 15, 16-yard pickups. So that was a great job by Jefferson Cougars defense.
Great adjustment there. Way to fill the hole on defense. So let's see now what the Cougars can do on offense. They're pinned back pretty deep in their own territory. They're going to start now from the 5-yard line as we have 6:31 left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Jefferson, this is exactly how you want the ball game to start. Obviously, you want to score their first drive, but, I mean, obviously, you want to stop Martinsburg on their first drive. So, great momentum swing for them. Boost morale big time on the sideline, and hopefully these guys can capitalize and have a nice drive.
So man in motion is Leland Benner. They're going to hand the ball to Roper. Straight up the middle. Roper's got a little bit of a hole.
Yeah.
Not a bad first gain on first down there as he picks up about 6 yards.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I mean, if he has 6 to 12 inches of daylight, I mean, he can take off. I've seen him run track too, being a track coach the past couple of years, so he can really fly if he sees some green in front of him.
Yeah, he definitely like to get Roper in space. He's had to run between the tackles here the last couple of years, something that he wasn't always used to, but he definitely is adjusted well to that, put it on a little bit more weight. As Roper takes the ball again, cuts it up right off tackle. It looks like he's got enough for the first down as he gets out to about the 18-yard line. So it'll move the chains for the Cougars.
Yeah. So that's funny. After a first drive of straight pass plays, we got 2 straight runs, and they pick up the first down for the first time.
And that's a good sign for Jefferson.
That is.
That means that offensive line is doing their job and moving those guys out of that box. So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. It's taking quite a while to get this play in. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Is now the Cougars are going to call a timeout, and we're going to take our first timeout of the game and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV, your #1 local digital sports network.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs.
Back here at Cougar Stadium, where the Cougars have 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. So a first down here by the Cougars. Benner in motion. 2 receivers here to the near side. Be a direct snap. Harris going to take. He's got a little room here near to the sideline. A flag is down. And that's going to be probably holding.
Yeah, from the back judge.
And they definitely cannot have that after a first down run by Herrick. Can't shoot yourself in the foot. That's something Jefferson has done a lot over the last few years. They have a big play or a first down, and they get called for a holding penalty.
Yeah, I love the call, though, by Coach Hunter, whoever the offensive coordinator is. Love that call. Martinsburg's kind of been running that with Coy Fagan. They motioned to it with the up back, and then, Herrick kind of, got what he could get. But yeah, good call by the referee.
That'll bring up now 1st and 20 for the Cougars from their own 8-yard line, maybe 9-yard line. Motion by Benner again. Handoff goes to Tayshawn Roper. He bounces it outside. He's got some room out there. Runs over a man, still on his feet. Picks up the first down, and a little bit more goes Tayshawn Roper.
Yeah.
So that's something that Jefferson really is going to have tonight for Jefferson to have a chance to win this game. Tayshawn Roper has got to have a big game tonight, Cedric.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously get him on the edge, get him in the outside zone like that right there. But if he bounces it, I mean, you got to make corners make tackles. That's what my college coach always told us. He said corners are the ones that are the weak links in terms of tackling on the defense. So you just got to, keep pressing the point, and hopefully, something like that keeps popping off every couple plays for Jefferson.
Yeah, give credit to that offensive line of Jefferson and opening up those holes, staying on their blocks. Yep. That's the biggest thing. I noticed they have a problem. They don't always engage, stay on their blocks, but they're staying on their blocks and they're moving guys. And that's giving Tayshawn some of those holes to run through. So 2 receivers to the far side. We've got Wallace here to the near side. Herrick will hand it again to Roper. Picks up a couple straight up the middle.
Yeah, man, Jefferson's not going away, man. Like, they are fighting up there up front, man. They putting up a fight with those guys. So I see a lot of bodies on the ground. So that's good.
I saw a white jersey laying on their backside. Yeah. That's nice to see if you're a Jefferson fan.
Yep. It's positive.
So 2nd and 8. Nice drive deep from their own territory is Jefferson. Herrick again. Take the direct snap right up the middle. Not a lot there for Dylan Herrick. might have got back to the 40-yard line. Just a gain of a couple. That'll bring up probably 3rd and 5. They're going to call it the 41-yard line. So another big down, or a big 3rd down for the Cougars.
Yes, this is big here. I really think, if they get somebody out to the flat in the field, or if they run like a curl wheel to the field, I think that could be something that, they could exploit. Obviously, the corners, you got Kingston, McDonald's, Gibson out there on one side, and then Mason Wally on the other. So those guys are, first-year guys from the varsity level. So I try them here, see how they respond.
So Rockwell and Allen at the top of your screen. Benner in motion. Flip goes to Roper, trying to use the speed to get outside, and I think he's going to pick up the first down. We'll see where they mark it. No, he stepped out right at the 45, so he's going to be a yard short. So a big call here on 4th down for the Cougars. Do you play the field position and punt it away, or do you trust your offensive line? They've been really doing a great job so far.
Yeah, I like the drive here. I think they have the momentum on their side. I know we talked about it pregame, and I think they're going to have to take some chances on 4th and short at midfield like they are right now and see if they can get the extended drive.
I'm really surprised that Roper didn't pick that up. It looked like he had enough. He stepped out. I thought he should have dove. If he thought he was getting towards the sideline, maybe dive at that pylon there, pick up that first down. But 4th and 1.
I'm thinking they may try a hard count here. Oh,
here we go. Roper takes the handoff. He's got the first down.
He's got it.
So great call. Good push that by that offensive line again for the Cougars. As Roper gets the ball out to the 49 and another first down for Jefferson.
Yep, I think if he touches it 25, 30 times tonight, JD, they got a really good shot, man. I mean, he looks good. He looks explosive. He looks like he's ready to roll tonight. It's a great drive by Jefferson right now.
Yeah, give the line credit, offensive coordinator credit. I believe Coach Hunter's now taken over calling the plays this year, so doing a great job mixing it up there. Benner again in motion. Herrick will take the handoff, cuts it up off tackle, picks up maybe 3 yards on a play. Inside the 50, down to about the 48. That'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Cougars.
Yeah, they're doing a great job pressing the point in the run game. I mean, every time I see contact, I see 4 points of pressure with whoever's got the ball in their hands. They put 2 hands on it. So, I mean, this is huge. If they can get the ball throughout the first quarter like this and don't have any, major takeaway right here, it'd be awesome for Jefferson.
So 2 receivers to the top. That's Jackson Rockwell and Tony Allen. Wallace here to the near side.
I love the pace they're going to. Jefferson slowing it down. They're trying to eat the clock like you talked about earlier in pregame, JD.
Benner playing that up back, fullback position. Handoff goes to Roper off tackle. Tries to bounce it outside. He does get the edge. Close to another first down is Tayshawn Roper. They're going to mark him about a yard or 2 short. But another good gain there by Roper.
Yeah, he's running like he's on a mission. Yeah, like he's hungry tonight.
So it'll be 3rd and 2. They're going to mark him down around the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs. Of course, if they went for it on 4th in their own territory, this is 4-down territory again. So anything positive on this 3rd down play is a win for Jefferson. And there goes Roper again, puts his shoulder down, and he's got enough for the first down as they're going to mark him right around the 40-yard line. So the chains will move once again for the Cougars as they keep this drive alive, which a drive that started from their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, you don't see that too much in high school, JD. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see, 12, 13, 15, 16 play drives in high school, man. It's very seldom done, executed.
So far, Jefferson's impressing with this drive. It's eaten up a lot of clock here in the rest of what we have left in the first quarter, which was about 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. So 1st and 10, ball on the Bulldog 40-yard line. It'll be Herrick again. Herrick pushes forward. He might have 2 or 3 on the play. The only thing I don't like about Herrick running so much, I don't mind the quarterback keeper. He's not quite the dynamic runner that Coy Fagan is, and you just don't want to get a guy like that injured.
Right.
I would rather take your chances, like you said, giving Roper the ball 25 to 30 times a game and see what he can get out of it.
Yeah, Xavier Pollard. Yeah, Xavier Pollard made that play there, the Davidson commit. But I know, to your point, it is like, I mean, unless you got a backup that can do what, your quarterback or your guy right now can do at the quarterback position, Herrick. I mean, Yeah, I'd stay away from QB runs right now. It's too early in the game.
The Cougars are going to take their second timeout of the first quarter, and we're going to take another commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Atkins, Sales and Finance Director at EPAC Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV as we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
EPAC Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opacandmotors.com.
And welcome back here at Cougar Stadium. And we are coming out of a timeout. The Cougars have the ball on the Bulldogs' 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 with 21 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and we are scoreless, 0-0. Roper gets the ball again, bounces it outside, cuts it back up. Nice run there on second down for Roper. Be a couple yards short of the first down and bring up 3rd and around 3. As this first quarter comes to an end.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. I mean, if he can keep popping off runs like that, and as the first one up off the turf, man, that tells you right there he's got the juice, he's got the energy. He ate his Wheaties this morning, and great game so far, JD. Great game.
Yeah, and while we have a minute, we're gonna thank our JHS Athletic Field sponsors: Roberts Realty Group, Parsons Ford, HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering, Oak Tree Homes, Tara Sanders Lowe from Sampson Properties, Moose Lodge, 948 in Charlestown, Ours Lawers, Lewis CPAs, Harlan J. Shoemaker and Son, Jefferson Security Bank, and AFT from Jefferson. We'd like to thank also our white level sponsor, Shepherdstown Pharmacy, our maroon level sponsor, CMA's Toyota Chevrolet of Martinsburg, and our Cougar level sponsor, Shenandoah Heating and Air Conditioning. We appreciate all our sponsors, and if you would like to be a sponsor in the future, you can get a hold of Jawan Holmes on his Facebook page or our Home Team Facebook page. We're always looking for new sponsors. Yeah, but getting back to Jefferson and what they're doing, they're really getting a good push up front.
Oh, yeah.
Roper's probably got 7 or 8 carries, and all positive except for the one that they dropped the snap or dropped the handoff on. Everything's been 4, 5, 6 yard gains, and you'll take that all day long.
Yeah, I think that was the game plan coming in. You know, you got to keep them honest, obviously. So you may want to take a shot on a first down or a second down and like 3 or 4 just to, you know, let the defense know, hey, we're not scared to, you know, run down the field and run by you. So we'll see what they come out with here.
So 3rd and 3. Handoff goes to Roper. He's trying to find some daylight. He bounces up inside, and looks like Roper's got enough for another first down inside the 30 at about the 29. So, again, that Jefferson offensive line getting a good surge, enough for Roper to pick up 3 or 4 yards and move the chains.
Yeah, I will say, you know, from last year to this year, Martinsburg's defensive line, I will say, is much lighter. It's not as heavy. I think those guys from Jefferson are doing their jobs in terms of, you know, staying disciplined, you know, foot firing, driving their feet as soon as they make contact, and, you know, hitting the breastplate of the defensive lineman's, you know, shoulder pads. So they're doing an excellent job.
So 1st and 10. Herrick looked to flip it to Roper.
Yeah.
Weren't on the same page. Herrick's got to run it. There's going to be a holding call, probably a penalty. Herrick's not down. He says he's still up. He's running, but they blew the whistle, and it looks like it's going to be another holding call on the Cougars that'll back them up, and this is what they can't. These are drive killers, Cedric.
Yeah, I know a lot of laundry on the field, man. I haven't seen that much since I didn't do my laundry yesterday morning, so I haven't seen that much in a while.
So far, 2 crucial holding penalties against the Cougars, and that'll back them up 10. So that'll repeat first down. It'll be 1st and 20 now from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think, you know, this kind of gets them off schedule in terms of what they want to run, so they might have to, you know, air one out here just to see if they can get a quick 10 yards, 8 yards, kind of recover.
Yeah, I was going to just say, It's going to be soon time to put the ball in the air as Herrick will now as he finds Roper out of the backfield wide open. Runs past Buskey. Buskey just gets enough of him to push him out of bounds, but not until a 15-yard gain from Roper out of the backfield.
Excellent call. You want to make backers cover, you know what I mean, because that's what they want to do. They want to come up and tackle. They don't want to have to go out and cover in the flat or cover curl space. So they're doing an excellent job, man. Great call right there. Great play call.
So a lot of that yards back plus a few. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Cougars. And as you said, that was a great call. Anytime you can get a fast running back like Roper against a linebacker, that's a win.
Yep, on the move.
Herrick will take the snap. There's the pitch out to Roper. He's got a little bit of room. They're going to drag him down close to the first down. I think he's going to be a yard or so short.
Yeah, that was the play Herrick wanted to run 2 plays ago when they called him for holding.
The officials' timeout. They're definitely doing a really good job of setting that edge for Roper to pick up that much-needed yardage. But it looks like they're going to mark him about 2. We'll see where the stick is. It's at least a yard, maybe 2 short of the first down. So it'll bring up 3rd and 2. Ball is on the Bulldogs' 21-yard line as the Bulldogs look like they have a player down. But he's off the field on the sideline.
Keep playing. Yeah, these runs to the boundary are working well for both offenses.
The 2 receivers here to the near side. Handoff goes to Roper again. He bounces it outside once again. Good blocking by the receivers.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Roper lowers his shoulder. Picks up another first down. So even though the receivers aren't getting the ball like they want to in ways they want to, they're doing an excellent job blocking downfield for Tayshawn.
Yep, it's going to take a total team effort tonight if they're going to get this W tonight, JD. I mean, the receivers blocking down the field, that's what you dream of as a coach, man. Just, the effort, the tenacity, the relentlessness that you need to be down the field 10, 15 yards, getting after it. That's what you want to see.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 13 now. The Cougars are in the red zone. So Roper once again will take the handoff, and they wrap him up there for maybe a yard.
It's the senior Peyton Kaufman.
So you would think at some point Jefferson keeps running that same play. Martinsburg is going to adjust to it.
Eventually, a lot of it is just beat the guy in front of you, and if you just beat the guy in front of you one time, you might have a chance for a tackle for loss. So
it'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they're going to call a no gain there on the play. So Jefferson's still taking its good old time here, running that play clock all the way down as far as they can go.
Yeah, I mean, we're at, 9, 10 minutes maybe on this drive? I mean, they've had the ball here since about the 6-minute mark, I think, in the first quarter.
So Allen here. Herrick will take the direct snap. Herrick, good gain there on 2nd down. Gets close to the 5. They're going to mark him at about the 6-yard line.
Great push by the guard and tackle on the right side. Great push those guys got.
Yeah, and getting back to that offensive line, they're not as athletic in years past, but they're definitely a big line that's definitely getting a good push up front and opening those holes for Roper and Herrick.
Very girthy. I call that country cooking, man. Those guys, they eat their greens, eat their cornbread, eat their steak. Those guys are working right now.
Somebody must have got in there behind at practice this week because they are doing a great job. As Herrick takes the handoff, he cuts it up inside, and the Cougars are in for the touchdown. It looks like there's going to be a flag again, another holding call, and that's a crucial one on a touchdown.
Yeah,
so that'll back up the Cougars 10 again. It's going to be a spot foul, so we'll see how far back they go.
Yeah, the home crowd's not liking that one. There's some boos out now.
Yeah, that's the 3rd holding call this drive, I believe, against the Cougars. So they could have already scored 3 times already, Cedric. But you know what? If that's what the officials are seeing, that's what's going on. I mean, some of these big plays they think is definitely could be scheme, good blocking, but occasionally you're going to get a little tug of that jersey, and it's going to get called.
Yeah, like they say, holding probably happens, every play, every other play, but you're only going to call the ones that you see, so the ones that are obvious.
So we got 3rd and 14 now for the Cougars. 2 receivers here tight to the line of scrimmage. Single receiver up top is Wallace. And another whistle. And we're going to call a delay a game And they were getting close to that before. And that's on the coach. I believe they take way too long trying to they've been running this play clock down as far as they can, trying to,
But after a dead ball like that, the clock's not, it's stopped.
Right,
so,
exactly. So there's no excuse to have a delay of game.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you should know what you want to run on first and long.
And
like
this is exactly the stuff that Jefferson has been known to do year in and year out for the last I don't know how many years, and killing their drives. Harris back to throw. He's got some room in front of him. Harris going to take off. He's got a lot of room in front of him. Dylan Herrick near the first down.
I think it's 2 down territory anyway.
Absolutely, 100%. Great pickup there. He's down around the 5-yard line. So it's going to be, 4th and a yard or 2.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, he had an extra gear right there, man.
Dylan Herrick can get going. When he gets his shoulders squared, he can get moving. Oh, look, wow, they really set him back there. Looked like he was a little closer than that.
I thought he was about 4th and 3. Maybe it's maybe 4th and 4.
They're calling it 4th and 3 now for the Cougars. And this would be a big win if the Bulldogs, just as much as the Cougars did, get a big stop. But I guess they don't trust the field goal kicker as much. 3 points is not a win in their eyes. They want to get that first touchdown on the board. We'll see if the handoff goes here to Roper. Trying to get him to jump off sides. Hard count. Harris going to take it, and he's not going to get it.
Great play.
So a good defensive stand when they needed it.
Yeah, I think Nick Buskey got blitzed and hit a gap that an offensive lineman couldn't get to and came back door and just blew it up.
Even though they didn't get any points on that drive, the Cougars got to feel at least somewhat good knowing that they basically stopped themselves. They the Bulldogs didn't really stop. They had 3 crucial holding calls and also a delay of game call. So they lost 35 yards just on that drive. They could have scored 5 minutes ago, possibly. So
and you got to think too, JD. I mean, the offensive line. If any of those guys go both ways, they worked very hard just now. In the defensive line, linebacking core, they were working right now for those last 7 minutes.
So we'll see what the Bulldogs have. It'll be Coy Fagan off tackle. He quarterback keeper.
Got a tackle.
Tony Allen trying to bring him down. Flags all over the field. That's probably coming back. They're going to get maybe Martinsburg for a hold here. The officials are really.
How many penalties is that?
That's
far?
At least 5 or 6 penalties we've had 6, so far.
Yeah.
So the officials are really calling this a tight game so far,
mask.
not letting anything go. So offensive face mask.
Yep.
So that'll probably be half the distance.
Yeah.
Well, that puts the Bulldogs back inside the 5. I think they're going to mark them at about the 4-yard line. So kind of a win there, really, for the Bulldogs because, if it was a personal foul face mask, it would have been 15 yards. So that'll bring up 1st and about 13 now.
Well, yeah, I think where the ball was spot by rule, it's got to be half the distance because based off of, the type of penalty and where the ball was.
So Fagan with Buskey behind him. The handoff, fake handoff. He sees some daylight, cuts it off tackle. There goes Coy Fagan.
He's explosive.
Still on his feet, tackle from behind, not until he's out past the 35 to almost the 36-yard line. So Coy Fagan on 1st down picks up a bunch.
Man, he looked really good right there. That reminded me of a guy named Dennis Dixon back in the day that played for Oregon. I used to look up to him. Him and Vince Young, a lot of those guys, Cam Newton. Kind of grew up watching those guys. He looked very explosive right there, taking off out of the pocket.
Oh, and that's the thing about Fagan. He can kind of hesitate a little bit, get you on, kind of flat-footed and take off again, and then he's gone. He's there 1 minute, and then he's gone the next. Pitch goes out, a little wild pitch there on Boston Todd. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, so that was a little bit of an awkward play for the Bulldogs. So that's them that noticed in the last week, as well as a couple other games. They like to use Boston with some of those trick plays and that gadget plays they like to run.
Yeah, he's like the Swiss Army knife. You want to mix it up, run a reverse, run a trick play. You want to get him involved.
2nd and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. So Fagan back to throw, throws out here into the flat to Dirting. Dirting makes the catch just for a few yards there. We'll give him a gain of 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's just an extended run play right there. Let's just run all hitches, see if we can get something quick. Keep the defense on their toes. Keep the DBs from, falling asleep out there.
Yeah, so 3rd and 5. I would think that'd be 4 down territory as well for the Bulldogs. Three receivers. It's going to be a Fagan keeper. Buskey lead blocking for Fagan. Fagan gets close to the first down. We'll see where they're going to mark him. He gets out past the 45 to the 46.
Great blocks on the perimeter out there by Boston Todd, and I think that was Kyrie Bunny over there on that side.
And that's enough to move the chains for the Bulldogs. So with 6:20 left to go here in the first half, we're all tied at 0. So far, not a lot of offense, not a lot of big plays on offense, more defensively.
Yep.
But it only takes one, Cedric. We all know that.
Yeah, first down here, I think they might want to take a shot. I would think they want to take a shot.
And there goes Fagan, rolling out to this side. Takes a shot, a little overthrown from Braden Miller. But you called it. They didn't take the shot downfield.
Yeah,
it looked like Bunny probably was well covered.
A couple guys downfield.
The one thing that Jefferson does have in their secondary is some speed, so they do have the speed enough to match up with Martinsburg's receivers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a great call, though, to go play action, kind of bring them on, run pass option with rolling them out. So that's a great job, great call there by Coach Sherman.
So 2nd now and 10 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff is going to go to Buskey. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Cuts to the outside. Buskey jumps out of bounds right there, but not until another first down around the 40-yard line of the Cougars. So they continue to get a few big plays and move the chains, as now we're inside 6 minutes to go here in this first half. So Jefferson on the first couple series, or the first series and now this series, they've got them stopped there at the line of scrimmage, but the strength of Buskey, Fagan breaking tackles just can't get them down.
Yeah.
Handoff goes straight up the middle of Buskey again. He's got another good-sized hole.
Yeah, I'm noticing a little trend here, too. I see I think the Bulldogs are really paying attention to if the safety's down in the box on the boundary side. Because if Jefferson's showing too high pre-snap, they're just going to run the ball. Martinsburg just running. If they see 6 in the box, Martinsburg just saying, hey, we'll block your 4 or 5, and my running back is better than your linebacker. He's not going to tackle in open space.
So 2nd and 4. Man in motion is Todd. Fakes to Todd. Got a man wide open. Braden Miller got behind the defense. And actually, what a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Great effort.
By Tony Allen.
Yeah, great effort.
Miller thought he had a touchdown, but that speed that Allen's got caught up to him. But not until a huge first down for the Bulldogs. And now they're in business. 1st and goal from the half-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, they're going to punch it in here. They're going to punch it in with Buskey or quarterback run. Yep.
Coy Fagan with the keeper runs into a straight wall there of Cougars.
I think Jefferson knew it was coming. They knew it was coming, no doubt.
That backs them up to about the 5-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Well, no, they gave him a really good spot there.
Down here inside the 10, Martinsburg loves to go screen game to one of the outside receivers. They love to run a quick screen.
Their 2nd and goal, it looks like from the 3.5-yard line. We'll see if they call on Buskey. It'll be Fagan again. Fagan loses the ball. He pitches it out to Buskey. Buskey's trying to fight his way. Great tackle there on the edge by the freshman, Andy Roberts.
Wow, great play by Jefferson. I don't like that call there, running speed option to the field, but, that's a little different there. But great job by Coy to even get Buskey the ball. He had to throw it over top of the defender, so, but great effort by Jefferson. They had 8 guys to the ball right there. That was really good. Great effort play.
So Jefferson playing really good defense. They've given up that one big pass play.
Yep. No, excellent job on that side of the ball. Excellent job.
So Martinsburg's going to call their first timeout, but we're going to stay right here. Cedric, what you got? Out of town scoreboard, some updates for us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we got Spring Mills, man. They're dominating right now. They're at North Hagerstown. North Hagerstown hasn't won a game this year, but it's 38-0 there. End of the 3rd quarter, towards the end. We got a tie one right here, Martinsburg Jefferson. Steubenville is up over Wheeling Park. They're 3rd in the state right now. So 7-3, Steubenville over Wheeling Park. We got Morgantown up on Buckhannon Upshur. This is a AAA squad, up 14-0 on those guys. Washington leads Hedgesville 7-0. That's the other really good game in the conference right now. So I'm sure whoever's not at this game is at that one. So, and then you got, oh wow, so the update is on Spring Mills up 51-0. Okay, so those guys are way ahead of the game. They probably had a JV in by now. So, but yeah, and then the other last score on the state, Cabell Millen and Hurricane, is a tied game at 0.
All right, so a big third down here on the 4-yard line for Martinsburg. It'll be Coy Fagan again. Here comes Jefferson. Fagan's driving. He's into the end zone, but there's a flag on the play.
Definitely coming back.
That's going to be another holding call against the Bulldogs. So just much like the Cougars did when they got down inside the red zone, the Bulldogs are now starting to shoot themselves in the foot a little bit.
Jefferson is doing a great job by picking up on tendencies. They actually brought a backer in the gap that Coy Fagan was going to run through. So great call defensively.
And also I want to just add, we have a trivia, our this week's trivia question we will present to start of the third quarter and announce the winner of that in the fourth quarter. So stay tuned for our trivia question. You can win an Amazon $25 Amazon gift card. So third and about 14. It's third and goal from the 14. Fagan back to throw. He's going to have to run it. He's got some room to the left side. He cuts it up, and Fagan is into the end zone.
Another penalty.
But another flag.
Another flag.
And we're going to get holding again.
Wow.
And I'll tell you, with a quarterback, Cedric, that likes to run around a lot, dance around, and buys time for himself, you tend to get a lot of holding calls because those offensive linemen can't hold their blocks that long.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the territory you have with a guy that's so athletic in the back there. I mean, that's just, you got to take the good with the bad, and obviously, you're going to hopefully have more good plays than bad. But, I mean, this is pretty tough. I mean, you're third and goal from, what is this, 24?
On the 24.
Wow.
Not sure if it's 4-down territory at the 24. If they have a decent field goal kicker, maybe they'll try to come on for a field goal. So third down. Obvious passing down. We'll see what's going on. And there's going to be
another whistle.
A whistle. So a dead ball here, offsides on the Cougars.
Yeah, see, that can't happen.
No, you definitely can't have that. Just bonehead penalties. You give up, 2 holding calls, and now you're giving them back 5 yards. That's not what you want to do if you're Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jefferson's not in too high here. They're in one. They're showing like they're going to be in one high, so it could be a pre-snap, post-snap thing. But it looks like they only got one guy back deep. Quarter coverage with the corners.
We're still scoreless here in the first half. Fagan throws it back. Nice little screen to Buskey. Wide open, lineman everywhere. Is he going to get into the end zone? No, not quite, but he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Great call.
But definitely he's going to be fourth and goal, and 2 down. That's 4th down, and they definitely will probably go for it here, Cedric.
Yeah, great design there to roll them out right and then throw back to the field side with a back and then 3 linemen in front of them. That's a really great design right there by Coach Chris Herman.
Absolutely, and that's where Martinsburg will get you. Athletically, you can match up really well against Martinsburg, but they will come out and they will outcoach you every single time if you're not prepared.
The scheme, the execution, they focus on that stuff every day, man. They make the little things so big and make them seem so large. It really resonates with the kids.
But 4th and goal from the 3.
They're going to punch it in here on the left side.
3 minutes to go here in the first half. Fagan in there, and he's in the score.
Smash mouth.
No flags on the play that time. So touchdown Bulldogs.
Yeah, they lined up, overloaded the left side with an extra lineman and 2 backs. They're just telling you, we're stronger than you. We're just going to run it right down your throat.
Yeah, Jefferson held on for a very long time, but usually the Bulldogs somehow prevail, and they did that time with 2:57 left to go.
Yeah, the penalties this game. I don't know if I've seen so many in one half, JD. I'll be honest. It's been a while since I've seen a high school game live, but it's a lot of penalties both ways.
It definitely is. As Cody Page is on to kick the extra point now for the Bulldogs. And the kick is up, and it is good. So your score here with 2:57 left to go in the first half. The Bulldogs 7, the Cougars nothing. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
We have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
And we're back here at Cougar Stadium. Saw our first score of the game as Martinsburg goes up over the Cougars 7-0. Surprisingly, Cedric, low-scoring game here at Cougar Stadium.
Yeah.
And there's that little pooch kick. Goes to Andy Roberts, the freshman. Calls for a fair catch right there at about the 26-yard line. And that's where the Cougars will take over.
Yeah, you couldn't have convinced me anyone had this kind of prediction coming into this stadium tonight. Looking forward to watching this game. That it'll only be 1 touchdown scored in the first half so far with 2.5 left, a little over.
Yeah, Jefferson's hanging in there. I mean, that's what everybody come to see. Got to give the fans credit. It was calling for some rain, a lot of heavy wind to start. And a lot of people think it's gonna be a blowout again. No. What Jefferson said, no, we got something for them tonight.
I mean, these guys, you can tell they came to play. That they're not afraid. Mentally, they're all locked in. So it looks good for them so far.
We'll see if they can put another drive together here before halftime. Definitely don't want to give the Bulldogs back the ball. As Herrick with a nice gain on first down, spins his way up over the 35 to about the 36. So that's a good gain on first down.
Yeah, great job. Great job by the O-line right there. Yeah, I think you want to keep the ball, the rest of the half, obviously. But if you can get points, I think that's icing on the cake. I think you want to just make sure that they don't get the ball back, Martinsburg.
True. So 2nd and 2 for the Cougars, and they're still going to just be content to run the clock. Not wanting to give the Bulldogs back the ball, but definitely want to, they got 1 timeout left as we're starting to approach 2 minutes. You definitely want to get down there, give yourself a chance at least to put some points on the board. Benner in motion. Herrick is going to be dropped back to pass. Got to step up in the pocket.
Great pressure.
Herrick's going to run for it, close to the first down, and he does get it outside the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him close to or right on the 40. That's enough to move the chains. And if I was Jefferson, I would go quick here. The clock stops just enough to set the chains again. And now they got the clock moving, so we're inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, great pursuit by Martinsburg there to make sure they could get Herrick on the ground. But yeah, I'm like you, JD. I don't think you want to run too much clock off.
Once you get inside a minute, I feel like you've got to start focusing on yourself, trying to get points for yourself. I know you don't want to leave Martinsburg with any time because they can really score in a hurry. But Herrick, low snap, puts it up in the air. He's got looking for Rockwell. Rockwell Justin makes the catch inside the 30.
Play.
So Jackson Rockwell with a beautiful adjustment, great catch over the defender.
Great play, great ball by Herrick too, man. Like kind of almost like it was back shoulder, like they had been practicing that. But I'm telling you, that's a great catch, man.
So now the Cougars are in business with 1:26 left to go here in this first half. So now you just got to focus on yourself. Don't worry about getting the ball back.
Yeah.
You got to try to score here.
Yeah, you got all your timeouts. If you got to burn one, I mean, go ahead and burn it. You can't take it with you. So
the clock is running, getting close to a minute. I believe they only have one, Cedric.
Okay, one.
Herrick take the direct snap, tries to roll out. That's not going to go for anything. Bad play call there. I have to call. I'm sorry, that was a bad play call. You don't want to run Herrick any more than you have to. If you're going to give the ball, give it to Roper. I don't see any reason not to try to give it to Roper or put the ball in the air and it falls incomplete, stops the clock. Now you're under a minute, 50 seconds.
I think, too, you've had some success running with the quarterback to the boundary side where your O-line can take the better angle to cut off the Martinsburg pursuit. I mean, if it's just an easier block for those guys to make. I think you have more success running to the boundary versus the field.
So now you're sitting at 2nd and 14. You went backwards and you ran
That's their last
probably
time out,
20,
sure.
at least 20 seconds off the clock by doing that. So you got to do a better job at clock management, and you don't want to have Herrick running side to side. You know, if he's not getting positive yards, then you throw that play out. And not for the game, I'm saying just in this particular situation in the game when you're under a minute to go and you're trying to get some points. You just threw a nice ball up there. You got to trust your receivers.
Yeah,
you threw a nice ball up there. It was a jump ball, more or less, and Rockwell made a great play, came down with it. You got to want to do that a little bit more.
I think, too, Roper's got to touch the ball, like either this play or the very next play. He's got to touch the ball. It doesn't matter how he touches it. Either get it to him in the flat, get something right up the middle, like Power G, or, just run something with him, counter, anything to get him the ball. I think he's got to touch it right here.
Second and
I don't see him out there, though.
Yeah, Roper's in the backfield. Yeah, he's beside Herrick to the right. 2 receivers here to the near side. Wallace to the top of your screen.
They're bringing heat.
Herrick back to throw. Here comes the blitz. Herrick's under a lot of pressure, trying to get out of there. Not going to work, as that's the pressure that the Bulldogs have been known to give you. And they know Herrick's going to throw. They're bringing everybody. 0 coverage in the secondary, and there's just nobody open to throw to.
Yeah, you got to go now. I mean, you can't stop the clock. Martinsburg's not going to call timeout for you, so you got to go quick. You got to call something. Get a chance at the end zone. I don't care if it's switch routes vertical.
Yeah, give yourself a receiver a chance. Throw it up. That's what
there
you're talking. You got Tony Allen wide open, makes the adjustment.
Wow.
He's going to get into the end zone. Tony Allen for the score.
Wow.
Jefferson has a chance to tie this game with 7 seconds left to go in the half. And just like I said, Cedric, throw it up there. Let your receivers, the athletic, let the speed of Tony Allen go up and get it. And they did just that, and Tony did the rest.
I think, too, it was a bonehead play to be in press man right there with only 25 seconds. I mean, you're in press man. The clock's running with 25 seconds left. Just back up 5 or 6 yards. Just don't let them, try to run right past you like they just did, man. Great chemistry those guys have, man. Great ball, great catch.
So Jonathan Paneras on to kick the extra point. Let's see if they can tie this game. Snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it's good. No good.
Off the left upright.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. So Paneras had a chance to tie this game.
Yeah, he made some noise with that when he clanked it.
So the score remains Bulldogs 7, the Cougars 6. But that's just a great effort by the Cougars to get in the situation to score and nearly tie this game. Got to have that extra point, though, because that could be a difference in the game.
Cedric is about to come down, so you can get the interview with the coach real quick. So hurry up, sis. Tell. She's at the 40.
So great first half here between these two teams. Not probably what a lot of the Bulldog faithful expected, but if you're a Jefferson Cougar fan, you've got to be really happy with what the Cougars have done so far in this first half. We still have 7 seconds left to go. We're barring a kick return for a touchdown.
Go to your right. Don't worry about it. Just start walking to the right. He's at the end of the bench. Hurry up.
So Paneras kicks it off. Number 22 there on the play. Broke loose there, trying to find some room. You got Tayshawn Roper, runs him out of bounds. About a 48-yard line. So that's going to do it for your first half of play as the Bulldogs go into the half. Only up 1, 7-6. So we're going to throw it down to Cedric on the field, who's got Coach Hunter right now for a couple quick words. Cedric?
Let me know when. Hey, I'm here at halftime with Coach Hunter. Coach Craig Hunter, sir, hey, great first half from you guys. What was the key to you guys on defense, man? I love to see how you guys were able to hold them the first half. What are your thoughts about you guys, how y'all played?
I think we're just playing aggressive football right now. We still need to clean up the tackling a little bit. We get better at tackling. I think we can get more stops and not let them get them big explosive runs that they get. But I think that's the key thing of our stopping was we actually being aggressive and getting after them and getting some penetration in the backfield a little bit.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. Last question here. What's the message? I know you guys are in a great spot and you guys are excited and, jacked up as you should be. What is the message at halftime to keep you guys composed and let them know that the game's not over? You got to stay locked in, stay focused, and obviously win the turnover battle.
Exactly what you just said, and finish the fight.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back up, JD.
David Gilroy and Aaron Hines. Drill design by Terry Williams.
John Majors. Okay.
Did we get it?
Alexander.
No.
Up here in the booth. Thank you, Cedric, for that interview with Coach Hunter. As we are going to take a quick commercial break, as the score is 7-6 here at the half at Cougar Stadium. And after we come back from commercial, we are going to do a little halftime show, get you updated with some scores, talk about the second half, and we'll be right back. You're watching Home Team Sports TV, your #1 local digital sports network.
Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
Hello, everyone. Now is your opportunity to transform your home with D. Gills Afterpaints, the experts in interior hardware, shelving, and finish carpentry. Whether it's a new construction or a residential renovation, we bring precision and artistry to every project. Our priority, efficiency and transparency. At D. Gills Afterpaints, we will keep you informed every step of the way. And with free estimates, there's no reason to wait. Let us bring your vision to life. D. Gills Afterpaints, crafting your dream spaces with care.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304-707-3549.
Hey, Home Team Sports fans. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Enclosures Unlimited is a family-owned and operated glass company that has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is installed, we promise fast, knowledgeable, and friendly service. We are always happy to answer all your questions and work with you to design a space that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Hi, welcome back here to Cougar Stadium. Here at the half is the Martinsburg Bulldogs lead the Cougars just 7-6. Well, we're going to go to the out-of-town scoreboard. Cedric, what do you got for us?
Yeah, man, JD, we got Spring Mills just finished up their game at North Hagerstown, 64-0 for a victory for those guys, for the Patriots.
They keep on rolling.
You got Wheeling Park and Steubenville. Steubenville's beating Wheeling Park at Wheeling Island 27-3, and it's about halftime there. Morgantown just won their is winning their game at halftime, 49-0 against Buchanan Upshur. Washington, the other local game in the EPAC, is up on Hedgesville, 14-0 at halftime of their game. And then we got Hurricane over Cabell Midland in a tight one, 7-0 in the middle of the second quarter there. So some good games, man.
Yeah, definitely some good games around the state and in the EPAC. So let's talk about this first half a little bit, Cedric. What probably a little shocked, as we all are, expected Martinsburg possibly to be up a little bigger. Jefferson's played a really great first half. A lot of good clock management on their side of the ball, and some penalties cost each team there in the red zone. So could be a little difference in the scoring, or the scoring maybe it would be the same, because each team's had their fair share of holding penalties.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest storyline right now is the penalties on both sides. I mean, a lot of holding calls that kind of like just basically shut off some opportunities for both teams in the red zone. So I think if both teams can clean that up, I think we would be looking at like a 14-10 or like a 21-14 type of game. But
right.
Nonetheless, man, I don't think anybody would have predicted this score at halftime, to be honest, 7-6. So I mean, I think Jefferson's in a good spot. Obviously, Martinsburg would like to be up at least a little bit more. I don't know when the last time they were only scored at one touchdown before the half was. So
right,
I'd have to look that one up. But great game so far.
Yeah, great play calling by Coach Hunter. Definitely, using Roper to his advantage. I mean, if you're gonna have somebody to give the ball to, Tayshawn Roper is your guy, and he did a great job running the football between the tackles, bounced it outside when he needed to, and he saw some daylight, picked up some key first downs there in the first half to keep the chains going. And then right there before the half, we saw two big pass plays, one from Herrick to Jackson Rockwell, and that touchdown to Tony Allen. And we'll see if they saw something they liked with that, and they'll go back to that again in the second half, because it seemed like, as we talked about off the air, that Martinsburg's got some young corners that are just kind of playing their first year of varsity. So we'll see if they can try to expose that again in the second half.
Yeah, I know. For one, I know with those two big plays that Jefferson had at the end of the half there, right before they scored the touchdown with Allen. I mean, I think that's something they really got to, truthfully exploit to, even on first down, not just necessarily passing down situations. I think they got to try those guys from Martinsburg, because that is the weak link in terms of the defense. I think, the perimeter, them tackling and them having to cover, I think Jefferson does have a little bit of an advantage. So they definitely need to exploit that a little bit more starting out the third quarter.
Well, we will see right off the bat what Martinsburg's going to do, what they're going to switch up there on offense. We know that coaches, they have a lot of bags up and a bag of tricks for this game that they like to try to save. So we know we haven't seen it all from Martinsburg, basically. So we saw that screen play to Buskey there on a 3rd and goal from the 24 that ended up resulting in a touchdown for Martinsburg as well. So we know there's a lot more to come on that offensive side of the ball. We'll see how Jefferson can adjust to that as well on defense.
Yeah, I know for the most part what I could see was, if that Martinsburg sees 6 in the box from Jefferson, they're definitely going to hand it off or just run it with Coy Fagan and try to play one-on-one type of ball. Hey, we're better than you. We're going to make you miss an open field type of game. So, I mean, as long as Jefferson can keep mixing it up from 1 high to 2 high, show press, maybe bail out a little bit, continue to have that real dominance that they had in the trenches, man. I kind of think Jefferson kind of outplayed Martinsburg in the trenches that first half. So if they can keep that up, man, I think they have a really good shot at closing this one out.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely probably, a lot of people might not think so, but yeah, I believe Jefferson probably outplayed him a little bit too. The penalties ended up kind of being close to even there, with Martinsburg having those couple 2 or 3 holding penalties. But yeah, Jefferson just seemed like they were grinding that clock. I mean, they ate up a ton of the first quarter and the second, and also well into the second quarter. So if they can continue to do that in the second half, it's going to come right down to the wire, and whoever scores again, that could be the winning touchdown or the winning final points.
Yeah, I think so too. And obviously the turnover battle, it as well as I do, man. That first turnover, I think that may give a little bit of a boost of morale and of some rhythm on one side of the ball. So I think whoever takes care of the ball, doesn't have the opposite team, you just recover a fumble or a pick six or anything like that. I think they have a great shot, and obviously well deserved in terms of just coming out here and competing, man. I just love to see the guys get after it, man, at this age, this level.
Yeah, and while I got a minute before the second half kickoff, I'd like to thank our JHS football program sponsors, Benner Farms, Corner Connection, Tri-State Surgical Center, Dream Driven Properties, Cheryl Yates ERA Liberty, Scales Law Office, Vital Signs, Pill and Pill PLLC, Northern Virginia Orthodontics, K&H Mobile Oil Service, Affordable Electric Service Company, Per Spec Pros, Giannis Orthodontics, WVU Medicine, Wiley Cahill, Athletico Pivot Physical Therapy. So the Bulldogs are set to receive this opening second half kick. Back deep for the Bulldogs, I believe, is junior wide receiver Mason Wiley, number 22, and number 3, Coy Fagan. On to kick for the Cougars is number 69, Jonathan Paneras.
You think Jefferson's got something up their sleeve in terms of this kickoff right here? Think they might come out with a surprise? Or think they'll kick it deep?
I think they will kick it deep. I don't think they want to take the chance and giving the ball to Martinsburg and good field position near midfield or anything. I wouldn't be opposed to trying to pooch kick
it or squib
and
it.
making them call a fair catch right around the 30-yard line. But kicking it away to Coy Fagan, I would definitely try to keep it away from him. We'll see what they do. He does a little pooch kick. Goes to Braden Miller down inside the 25. Miller's going to take it to the far side of the field, looking for some room. Breaks a tackle, cuts it up. Tackle from behind there at about the 36-yard line.
Number zero. So
that's Jalen Allen on the tackle there. We've seen a lot of him on defense for the Cougars tonight, playing special teams as well. So the Bulldogs come out 1st and 10. They mark it on the 37-yard line. And that's where they will start here this second half possession. 2 receivers here to the near side. It's Jayshon Dirting, Braylon Miller.
Coming out in bunch set.
Yep. Bunch set 2 by 2. There's Todd. The handoff goes to Todd on a little end around. We'll see what Boston Todd can do. Another flag down already as Todd picks up a first down. Boston Todd, not a very big guy, definitely picks his way through, kind of hides behind some of those blockers.
Man, he's a great athlete, man, just like his brother Braxton. I know he's out there playing running back at Gannon University. Shout out to Elijah, EB. Those guys, kind of runs down the family bloodline, man. I had Boston as a middle school basketball player when I taught at South Middle. So great kid, man. Got a lot of positive stuff to look forward to.
So not the way the Bulldogs wanted to start this opening of the second half, as that'll go take them back 10 yards. So they'll start 1st and 20 from their own 27-yard line. So one receiver to the near side, and that's Kyrie Bunny. He's been kind of quiet tonight. They really haven't had success trying to get him the ball. Great. Got to give credit to the Jefferson defense as Buskey takes it off tackle, breaks another tackle. Buskey's in the open field. Can Andy Roberts catch him? Here comes the freshman. Pushes him out of bounds,
great effort,
but not after a big 50-yard run by Nick Buskey to start this second half for Martinsburg.
Well, I'll tell you right now, coming from Martinsburg, that'll be a topic, him getting run down in film room by a freshman.
So not sure what happened there on defense is that once again Jefferson's just not wrapping up, trying to arm tackle. We saw that a lot with Buskey. He's a tough kid to bring down.
Yeah.
You've got to hit him, use those shoulder pads, hit and wrap, and drive your feet.
Yeah, he's a tree trunk, man. You definitely got to bring it when you're trying to tackle him one-on-one.
1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line of the Cougars. It only took 2 plays. Fagan's going to run it here himself out around to the edge. Close to a first down goes Coy Fagan. So he's inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him at about the 8-yard line.
And that's what we talked about. As Jefferson, the defense, you wanted to eliminate big, explosive plays, man. You want to minimize those as best as you can. Obviously, coming out start third quarter, Martinsburg wants to have one of those. So, obviously, the tide's kind of changing in their favor.
Yeah, 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. There are 2 receivers here. You got Jayshon Dirting, Boston Todd in the slot. Braden Miller
Then that's Colin Schaffner in at running back this time.
It's tight to the line of scrimmage. Schaffner goes in motion. Fake it. Going to keep it. Hoy Fagan is going to walk into the end zone. Is like I said at halftime, you make the right adjustments and you hit on some big plays. And Martinsburg made that look very, very easy, Cedric.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the mantra. You know, we've seen that with them over the years. You know, if they have a bad half or a bad quarter, as soon as they get the ball, the very next drive, they want to score as quickly as possible.
Yep.
So it's kind of what they did there.
Definitely put a bad taste in the coach's mouth there at halftime, I'm sure. And I probably wouldn't want to be in that locker room either.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a flag on the extra point attempt, and we're going to get the Cougars with offside penalties. So once again, Jefferson just with these bonehead offside penalties. You're lining up offsides on an extra point. No excuse for it.
Yeah. The worst kind of penalty is a pre-snap penalty. So
absolutely, and it's just you see this game in and game out, and I just don't know what the answer is. So Cody Page on to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:58 left to go here in the third quarter, the Bulldogs take a 14-6 lead, and we're going to take our first time out of the second half and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
We have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the World.
And we are back after a quick commercial break as Martinsburg, I think, had a 3, maybe a 4-play drive there and scored very quickly to put them up 14-6. We'll see if the Cougars have an answer as Demarius Wallace and Tayshawn Rober back deep for the Cougars.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's not kicked deep here and if it's squibbed or pooched.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely pooched it.
Yep, they're trying to get it.
And it went out of bounds, so that's going to give the Cougars good field position to start this first drive. But that's too close for comfort for me. You know, if that ball is an end over end, you've got to come up, at least make the fair catch and catch that football.
And it's like 4-on-1 over there.
Yeah, so you have no chance if you're over there. Yeah. Somebody's taking you out. And the other guys, a couple other guys are going to recover the ball. Or maybe 2 or 3 guys are taking you out when one guy's recovering.
Yep, there's hitters and then there's fielders, so it's a great execution.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Martinsburg does that really good.
Yeah,
they execute that pooch kick.
They practice
and
a lot.
it's a little slightly different than an onside kick as a pooch kick, but it's one of those like in baseball when you hit somebody hits a blooper and it's trouble, you know, it's like you don't know whether you come where the baseball is going to go, and that's kind of one of those kicks. Jefferson again, Herrick up the middle, gets a couple yards. And unless Roper's hurt, we've seen Herrick a lot. Right before the half, you saw him carrying the ball more times than Roper had on that last drive.
Yeah.
And once again, Herrick running or keeping this one. So you wonder if, Roper's a little banged up from the first half, or that was just what the play call was.
I definitely think he's got to touch it at least 10 to 12 times this half, JD, for him to have a shot. He's your big explosive play guy. He's going to get 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even pop one.
There goes Roper, trying to look for some extra yards. Good defense there. Might have picked up 2 on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. They mark it at the 48-yard line. So a big third down. If Jefferson doesn't pick this up, I would assume they would punt the ball away and try to play the field position and pin the Bulldogs deep in their territory. You go for here and you don't get it, then you give Martinsburg a very short field.
Yeah, I think the game plan's got to stay, not kind of like non-conservative. Like you almost got to play like you want to keep the ball away like you did the first half. So if you get 2 or 3, I think it is a good move to actually go for it. But they got to get 2 or 3 here.
They got to get on this side of the 50,
the 50,
I would say.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to hand the ball.
Okay.
Throw it, slant to Tony Allen. He makes the catch.
Great call.
Great catch and throw.
Yeah, great call.
From Herrick to Allen.
Great call.
And we saw early on in the season they weren't able to connect on a few of those plays, just not on the same page, and made some adjustments, and that was a great throw and an even better catch there by Allen to move the chains.
Yeah, great tackle by Mason Wiley just to trail it and just, not let him get any yards after the catch. But, man, I'm telling you what, that's a great call. And if they can keep winning inside like that, if you can win inside slant and then win deep too, I mean, there's really nothing that you can't run on offense in the pass game.
Yeah, I would start opening that up a little bit more as Roper. He's going to cut out here to the outside. There's a flag again.
Another holding.
It's going to be another holding.
Yeah.
And this really starts to add up now for each team.
Yeah.
But now it's going to cost the Cougars 10 yards here on first down. So once again, more of the same from the Cougars. Seems like every game shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
You get some momentum
Yeah.
building up, and then, we have a holding call or we have a false start. So a lot of lack of concentration. If you're the lineman, if you're holding, I don't know, maybe it was a receiver. You just got to let that go. And Roper's going to make plays. He's going to make something happen. He usually falls forward, gets some positive yards, so you can't always be.
Yeah, it hadn't been too often tonight the first guy has tackled Roper.
Right.
So he's usually running through the contact on the first guy making contact. So
first and 20. I have an early timeout here.
I know.
For the Cougars.
I don't know.
A lot of
I like that.
confusion.
Yeah.
See, that's
you
another
might need
thing.
that later.
They waste a lot of timeouts. They called 2 timeouts early in the first half, and then you were only down to 1. Luckily, they scored a couple big plays there right before halftime. But you have to be a little smarter when you use your timeouts. Did they really need? I mean, it's first down,
Right.
so
First
it's
and
not
20.
like it's 3rd and 20. It's 1st and 20.
Yeah.
So did you really need to take a timeout there?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you're going to need that timeout later in this game if you can kind of keep the score close.
Yeah, I know. Most play callers they have a call sheet, and there's usually like a scenario sheet, and then on the other side there's what they want to call.
Right.
So based off the scenario, you want to look at any play that you like. It should be like 5 to 10 of them, longer than 1st and 10. If there's anything longer than 1st and 10, you should have 5 or 6 go-to plays that you want to call in that situation. So
1st and 20 now. Ball on the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs. 2 receivers here to the near side. Wallace to the top of your screen. Herrick and Roper in the backfield. Fake.
Yeah,
throw deep to Wallace. He's got Wallace. Wallace makes the adjustment, but makes the catch.
Man.
And if Herrick throws that ball out there, he walks into the end zone. And again, the corners of the Bulldogs are playing that bump coverage, and just the Jefferson receivers are running right by
I
them.
think they really got to take advantage of it now because everybody sees it. You know what I mean? If they're going to stay in bump and run, and you don't have any safety help over the top, I think you got to take advantage of it. Run skinny, run curl, run dig, run fly. Just run past them. You know what I mean? So just create some space, give your quarterback some confidence. Like tell them, hey, put it out there so we can catch it underneath, pinkies together, and score a touchdown.
Herrick probably would like to have that one back, put
Yeah.
a little more on it into the end zone. A nice little cut. Oh, looked like a face mask.
Yep,
absolutely.
yeah,
That's going to be a
call it.
15-yarder.
Yeah.
Maybe half the distance if they're too close. We'll see what they do.
Here comes the rain, too.
Starting to rain a little bit. Here comes the umbrellas, and the ponchos. So that should be that might play a little factor here in the second half as well.
JD, if Jefferson can get in the end zone this drive, it changes the game drastically. Oh, it looks like who
Ace
is that?
Flores.
Yeah, that's not
down.
good either.
We'll see if that's just a cramp maybe or.
Yeah, I mean, that's your senior linebacker. I'm sure they got somebody behind them ready to roll, but, you don't want to see that. Hate to see that.
Yeah, so a big face mask penalty against the Bulldogs here. So we'll see where they mark the ball. They haven't marked it, or they have marked it off, so that will put the Cougars inside the 10-yard line at about the 8.
Yeah.
It'll be 1st and goal. Well, actually, no, they can get a first down here
Yeah.
at the 5-yard line.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and 4.
Yeah.
So Jefferson, this is their best opportunity to score here.
Oh, this is huge. I think this changes a lot about this football game, JD, if they can punch in the end zone. Yep, the kids are getting into it, too. It's starting to rain. They're starting to feel a little bit.
Yeah, this is something that Jefferson hasn't had in quite a while. You got the student section. What few students did come out. They got
there.
some good numbers over there
Yeah.
still in their student section. So they're still here cheering on their team as Ace Flores is going to limp himself off the field, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's just a cramp.
I hope that young man's okay.
He is walking off under his own power. The Cougars now here, if they can pick up this first down, they've got four plays to do it and only 3 or 4 yards to go. But now with the rain becoming a factor, we got to hold on to that football.
Yeah, big time.
So a tight bunch set here. And what is that? Did the line move, or we're going to get offsides on the defense?
So it should be automatic first.
Unless it's half the distance. No?
Half the distance.
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance, but they're calling.
But it's still a first down.
Still a first down.
Still first down.
Crucial mistake there by the Bulldogs. That's just, you're almost giving it to them.
Yeah.
So now it's 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. The Cougars are ready to go. Handoff goes to Roper straight up the middle, and he's in for the score.
Oh, yeah.
Tayshawn Roper.
Now, do you go for 2 here, JD, or do you just go ahead and kick it? I don't know, man. I think you go for 2.
I think you go for 2.
I think you go for 2, man.
They're
I think
sending
that's
them off.
I think that's the right
An extra
call.
point's only going to bring you within 1 at this point, and then it's still would be a 1-possession game. But if you go for 2 and get this,
yeah.
And that's what the Cougars are going to do.
Yeah.
They have that confidence. They've got that momentum now.
Yeah, great
and
drive.
They feel like Martinsburg can't stop them at this point. So Herrick in the backfield with Roper. Handoff. Oh, no, he fakes it. Throws it low, and the catch is made. Is that Tony Allen? They say incomplete.
Hit the ground. Wow.
Low throw there by Herrick.
Great coverage, though. I mean, Wally was right there. He was kind of like on his top side, so that was the only place Harlech could really put the ball, is low and in front. So, wow, that'd have been huge if you'd have caught that ball.
Yeah, and that's another one I think Herrick probably would have liked to have back, although, like you said, Cedric, good coverage.
He was tight.
So maybe low and away was where he needed to throw that ball. But if you're Tony Allen, you've got to catch that. You've got to make that catch. That ties this game. And now you got a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
So you've got to get a defensive stop if you're the Cougars and keep that momentum rolling and not allow Martinsburg to come out and hit on a couple of those big plays we just saw in the first series.
What a game, JD. I mean, the execution. I mean, for high school, man, this has been, truly, fundamental, man. I mean, coaches are making good calls. They're putting players in the right position to be successful. So we'll see what happens.
I agree.
We'll
14-12, 7:10 left to go here in this third quarter, and we've had everything that we could expected in this game between these two EPAC teams, and maybe after tonight, man, maybe we can renew this rivalry and consider it a rivalry again, because for many years it hasn't been the rivalry that it once was. I mean, everybody I think that's watching at home and here, they want to see a good football game.
Absolutely.
Panaris with a nice little pooch kick of his own, bounces down inside the saw. Wally picks it up, looking for room and nowhere to go. The flag falls on the field again, Cedric. So the Bulldogs, this is on the Bulldogs. They are really going to pin themselves deep in their own territory here.
Yeah, I think it'll be inside the 10 if it is holding.
Again, Wally misjudged the ball on the bounce, picked it up, but great downfield coverage on the kickoff for Jefferson. So that is going to be holding on the Bulldogs, and that'll back them up another 10, and they will start this possession from their own 10-yard line.
Wow. 7 minutes, too. Quarter's going by quick.
So definitely a different Jefferson team that we've seen so far this year, and a lot of people thought they'd see here tonight. But they kept that momentum going from the Spring Valley game. And here goes Coy Fagan off to the left end, and he's going to be off to the races. And I don't think Andy Roberts, he just shugs off Roberts and see if Wallace can catch him from this side. I don't think he's going to be able to catch Coy Fagan. And Coy Fagan walks into the end zone as one play. You've got to make the tackle. You've got to set the edge. Whoever the outside linebacker in corner, you've got to do a better job if you're Jefferson. But Coy Fagan made that look super easy.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, if no one's recruiting him at that, Division I, maybe even Power 5 level, man, I think they need to bring their eyeballs down here and get on the huddle film or something, because, he was flying. Coy was flying.
Yeah, and that took all of one play.
Wow.
Shorter drive, then the first drive took 3 plays.
Yep.
This one took 1 play, and this is what typically you see of Martinsburg.
Yeah. The one hit wonders is what I call them.
Now we'll see if Jefferson can answer again as they did the first time. The kick is up and good, and with 6:49 left to go in this third quarter, the Martinsburg 21, Jefferson 12. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
17, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
And we are back at Cougar Stadium as we just watched Coy Fagan take one 90 yards to the house. That'll help his per carry average a little bit, huh, Cedric?
Wow, I'm telling you, man, he might go from about 7 or 8 to about 15. So, yeah, I mean, that's a big play that Martinsburg's always depended on, man. Whenever you need one, you just give it to your best athlete. Hopefully he breaks a few tackles and has the speed to outrun everybody.
Little pooch kick called for a fair catch there at the 30-yard line by Jackson Rockwell. So the Cougars will take over there, but now, Cedric, it becomes a 2-possession game. Missing the first extra point, you didn't get the 2-point conversion on the second touchdown. So Martinsburg is sitting in a really good position right now, being up 2 scores.
Yeah, good spot right now. Jefferson's just got to, reel it back in, kind of just have one of those long, sustaining drives, I think. If you can keep the ball, to 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes left in the quarter, put together a 5-minute drive and score a touchdown, I think it does change the game a little bit. So
after this play, we will announce our first trivia question of the night, so stay tuned for that right after this play. As Herrick will hand the ball off to Roper. Roper's trying to spin his way for a couple yards, maybe give him a yard. Looks like they marked him back to the line of scrimmage. So our trivia question for tonight, to win a $25 Amazon gift card. So we all know the last time that Jefferson beat Martinsburg was in 2007. If you can name the starting quarterback from each of those teams, we get the first person to text in and let us know who the starting quarterback was for each team that season. That would have been 2007. I'll help you out a little bit. Wins a $25 Amazon gift card.
Yep, that game was at Coburn Field, man. I remember like it was yesterday. I was a water boy, and I got to see Dewey McDonald do his thing, man.
So Benner in motion. They're going to hand the ball to Roper again, and there's that defense of Martinsburg just busting through there as Roper loses about 5 on the play. So now the defensive side of the ball is starting to step up for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Peyton Kaufman, looked like number 18 for Martinsburg. Not sure what his name is. But a great play in the backfield. Obviously, they're going to share a tackle for loss right there. Yeah, it looked like Mikey Dillard, number 18, Mikey Dillard. Great play, man.
So now the Cougars face a 3rd and 13 from their own 26-yard line. So I don't like that call. I didn't like that call particularly on second down. 2nd and 10.
Right.
Thought that should have been a passing. The few times they've passed the ball.
They're going to make another delay of game.
They did really, really well.
They got him. I thought he just got it off.
Yeah, I thought he just got it off too. But the refs are looking for that. They're looking for that clock to hit 0. Even if it's 1, they're going to throw that flag. I think they just love to throw flags sometimes, as if they haven't thrown enough already tonight.
Yeah, I know right here, there's really no play call for 3rd and, 20 or 15 or whatever it is. You can go screen game. Obviously, try to draw something up with one of the receivers on a quick game and hope they get some yak yards.
3rd and about 18. Herrick will unload it. He's looking from Wallace, and there could be a pass interference. They're going to say it's an uncatchable football, which Herrick threw it out of bounds. You have to keep the ball in bounds, give your receiver a chance to make a play on it. You can't waste that play and throw it out of bounds, and you're not going to get a pass interference call.
I think you definitely got a punt here. Right?
Absolutely, you've got a punt. No question, you've got a punt. Now, this is where the momentum starts to swing back to the Bulldogs. They've got 100% of the momentum now after that 90-yard touchdown by Coy Fagan.
Yeah, they're definitely in the driver's seat.
But you don't have a choice. You've got to kick it away and give it back to the Bulldogs, who will get really good field position.
And right now, I wouldn't kick it to number 3 at all. He's over there on the boundary side.
And we'll see what Takeem Drake does here. It's only his second punt of the game. Good snap. Punts it away.
Ooh.
Looks like it nearly got blocked, and maybe it did get tipped as it goes out of bounds here over to the Cougars sideline, and the Bulldogs will start in excellent field position. They're going to mark it on the 44-yard line of the Cougars. So Martinsburg is already in business now with 4:44 left to go. They are up 21-12.
Yeah, I think right now, I think if you really want to put him away, if you're Coach Sherman, I think he takes a shot right here just to see how they respond. Looks like I think we said Colin Schaffner earlier. I think it's number 10 could be Brian Dick, I think.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah, that's
Brian
who it
Dick.
is. It's Brian Dick. He's in at running back.
So Fagan back to throw. He
Screen
throws
game.
it out here to Boston Todd. Boston Todd, great tackle there.
Who was that?
We're going to see that's Jackson Rockwell,
Wow.
number 4.
Awesome play.
Looked like that could have went for a lot more
Yeah.
as Jackson came up and cut him down for a short gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, tackling an open field, man. I'm telling you it does wonders.
So Martinsburg maybe trying to open up the playbook a little bit and want to throw the ball around, as they have every game. They've been very successful throwing the ball down the field. Tonight, not too much, as we've had big plays by Fagan and Buskey. They're 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers here. Handoff goes to Brian Dick straight up the middle. Close to a first down. Looks like he tripped and fell, but they're going to mark him at right around the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Even if Jefferson can hold them to 3, I still think it's a win for the Cougars. They just got to be able to limit the big play. Like, don't let them just, bust one for you. Right, 35, 40 yards for a touchdown.
Yep, they're going to get Jefferson offsides, another bonehead play, and I'll keep saying it because it's just inexcusable. I believe that's going to be on number 5, Takeem Drake. I mean, I don't understand, Cedric, why you're so over the ball. Why are you so close to the line of scrimmage in the first place? If you have a tendency to jump at a hard count, back yourself up a half a step.
Yeah.
Give yourself room to jump a little bit and then not jump off sides and get into the neutral zone. Fagan back to throw. He's looking out here in the flat. He's got a receiver. There's Kyrie Bunny. Makes a move on a receiver or a defender. Tackled there. Picks up maybe 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, they try to run the sucker play. So fake it to the outside receiver for the screen, and then throw it to the slot going up the on the inside fade.
So that will be 2nd and 3. I believe that's Kyrie Bunny's first catch of the game.
It is.
So we still got Brian Dick in the game. Takes the handoff, cuts up the middle. He's going to have enough for a first down to move the chains. So with Dick in the game, I'm not sure if there's something going on with Buskey.
Post play penalty coming against Jefferson, I think.
And see, that's the frustration starts to mount up if you're Jefferson. You start doing these silly penalties, and then you just keep on. They keep adding up. It's very typical of the Cougars. We've seen that over and over again.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
and it's
They
something
just
that
out of
they've just
frustration.
you talk about it year in and year out. It's just something that continues to happen, and you're not sure what you should do about it. I don't know if you sit players, if you penalize them in practice, take them out of the game, sit them for a while. I mean, you just can't cost your team that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's, free 15 yards. I mean.
So
great play call right there.
Another touchdown. So Coy Fagan to Kyrie Bunny and in for the score as the Bulldogs now open up their lead a little bit more to 27-12.
It's the same play that Jefferson tried to go to Allen on the last drive for the 2-point conversion. Martinsburg just basically copycatted it and just ran the same play. Fake it to the running back to the field. run backside slant one-on-one. I mean, it's an easy money play if you got an athlete that can just win inside.
So Sam Collins on now to kick the extra point for the Bulldogs. Snap, the hold to kick. It's up, and it is good. So your score with 2:11 left to go in the third quarter, the Martinsburg Bulldogs 28, Jefferson Cougars 12. And we're going to take a commercial break here really quick, and we'll be right back. You can hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Transform your home with D. Gills After Paints, the experts in interior hardware, shelving, and finish carpentry. Whether it's a new construction or a residential renovation, we bring precision and artistry to every project. Our priority, efficiency and transparency. At D. Gills After Paints, we will keep you informed every step of the way. And with free estimates, there's no reason to wait. Let us bring your vision to life. D. Gills After Paints, crafting your dream spaces with care.
And we are back here at Cougar Stadium now. The Bulldogs extend their lead 28-12 over the Cougars. So Martinsburg come out fired on all cylinders in this second half. There's another pooch kick and fair caught there at about the 37-yard line. And we'll see if Jefferson can answer. Do you have any updates on our out-of-town scoreboard real quick, Cedric, while we got a minute?
Let's see here. Yeah, so Steubenville, same score. Morgantown, same score. They might be reporting them a little bit late, but looks like they hadn't changed at all.
See, Washington is now up 21-7 over Hedgesville.
Yeah, 21-7 now.
Herrick rolls out here to the near side, looking for a receiver, slings it over, picked off there by Braden Miller. Looking for Jackson Rockwell as Miller cuts back across the field, looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to be stopped right there inside the 40. So not sure what the miscommunication there was between Rockwell and Herrick. But Braden Miller sat down on the play, and Rockwell went inside, maybe trying to run the post.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want first play is a turnover. You know, you want to establish the ground game, I guess. Obviously take a shot, but, you know, not something in the middle of the field or around the white jersey. An incomplete is better on first down than a pick.
So we'll see who this flag is on. Definitely a tale of two halves. It's not what Jefferson faithful would have wanted to see tonight. We were hoping Jefferson could have given up.
Wow. A lot of, a lot of just extracurricular activity.
They fall apart.
Yeah.
They lose their focus.
Yeah.
And they start doing silly penalties, a lot of personal fouls, and it's just unacceptable. If you're a fan, and I'm a fan and I'm a former player, but, you know, it just really gets under your skin to see this game after game after game, and not just game, but year after year after year. And
yeah, that's tough right there.
At some point, you know, something's got to be done about it. I mean, I don't care if it's your best player, your worst player. You're out of the game. I mean, if you're going to cause your team 15 yards just because you're mad about something that didn't go your way.
Yeah, it just looks like one of the Jefferson players just basically ran to the locker room and threw his pads off on the sideline. So doesn't look good in terms of it looks like they're losing control of their players a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was. I saw Rockwell not happy there. So Fagan back to throw, rolling here to the near side, looking for somebody to throw to. The pressure, he throws it up. He's got a man in the end zone. Wow. He goes up and get it.
Wow, Kyrie Bunny.
And there's Kyrie Bunny, who was quiet in the first half.
Yeah.
He's come back with two big touchdown catches here in this third quarter.
Man, what a play, man. What a play. Who's down? Looks like Roper.
So Roper, it looked like he was hobbling a little earlier.
Yeah, it looks like he's down.
I'm hoping it's just some cramps for Tayshawn Roper. Hey, it looked like the defender was there. He went up with him, but Kyrie Bunny being, 6'2" or 6'3", just went up over the top.
Yeah.
Made a great play on the ball.
He is a hooper, JD. He does do the basketball thing. So he's a real athlete, man. I love the guy. He works hard. Doesn't complain. I've got to know him the last couple years.
You kind of see now Martinsburg has switched gears.
Yeah.
A lot of run in the first half. Jefferson controlled the clock and kept the score, close. Now we see Martinsburg's really opened up that playbook, come out throwing, and Jefferson hasn't had an answer.
Yeah, anytime you can score as quick as they do, JD, is really demoralizing as a defense.
I mean, if you're going to lose, you got to go out, with a bang. I mean, at least try to put another score or two on the board. Don't lose, your composure. I know we've already seen that. Yeah, you got to do what you did in the first half. Manage the clock, pick up first downs. So we're trying to see what's happening. Roper is coming off on his own power, so not sure what happened there to Tayshawn. So we're going to get ready to kick the extra point now. And we'll see who's on to kick the extra point. This time it's going to be Cody Page as they continue to alternate kickers. That's a good problem to have. You got two really good, reliable kickers on your team. That usually doesn't happen too much in high school.
Well, you know what they say, JD. If you can't recruit them, you might as well join them. Because I think these guys are soccer guys, and
probably
they were just like, hey, I want to win a state championship too.
That's right.
Win a couple football games.
Yeah. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:48 left to go in the third quarter, the Bulldogs 35, the Cougars 12, and we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304.
And we are back here at Cougar Stadium. The Bulldogs now lead the Cougars 35-12. So it's really opened up now for the Bulldogs here in this third quarter as they've really taken command of this game now, Cedric.
Yeah, I mean, I look to them to just kind of like, let everybody else get some touches. They're going to try to spread the ball around a little bit. I think Jefferson, the biggest thing is, you got to play just as aggressive as you were in the first half. Like, still make aggressive calls. Don't kind of come in here, with the next drive saying, hey, let's just run the clock out and get up out of here.
Nice deep kick. Going back to Jamari Jenkins. Jamari Jenkins picks it up. Looking for some rooms. Got some room up the middle. Runs into his own player. Not sure what that was all about. His guy was facing that way. Jamari runs smacking, and it looked like he had a little more room to run up the middle there. But not a bad return for the senior first-year football player here at Jefferson. In for the injured Tayshawn Roper.
Yeah, I definitely don't see the reason why you don't come out if you're Jefferson and just kind of like sling it around a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't think you have anything to lose. Obviously, with Tayshawn's knee or leg being hurt, whatever it is.
No, he's back in the game.
He's back in there now.
He's in there.
But you definitely don't have time to waste either, so you definitely got to work quickly.
Right screen pass to Roper. He's wide open. Not looking 100% though, but still nonetheless got a first down.
I mean, that's the first read for the quarterback there. I mean, he's like literally right to Roper as soon as the ball is snapped. I mean, he's looking to throw it right to him.
So to move the chains, you just got to continue to move the ball, make some plays, run your offense.
I try to go something downfield. I mean, if Martinsburg's going to play the safety all the way over on this hash and you're going to have one-on-ones out there, kind of like on an island, I'd try it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cedric. I like that play, too. As Rockwell in motion, handoff goes to Roper. He's going to bounce it outside, looking for some room out there. Nowhere to go for Tayshawn Roper. He's going to lose a couple on the play. I mean, sometimes you just got to get up in there and get what you get.
That's the thing. If you stretch it out, the more hats are going to keep coming to you at the angles that they take, man. And I mean, Martinsburg does a great pursuit drill in practice, man. You always see 5, 6, 7 guys run the football.
And you can see that Tayshawn Roper's limping, a little gimpy out there. He's not 100%. You wonder if you just, at this point in the game, take him out and save him for your season. You still got a lot of football left to go.
He's a tough guy, man. He's sticking it out. Definitely got to hurry up with the play calls, though. I mean, really, you kind of want to advance the ball a little bit farther down the field before the quarter.
Rockwell in motion. Fake handoff, slings it out here to the flat to Rockwell. Rockwell just loses his footing, doesn't pick up anything on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd down for the Cougars.
They might not even run another play here, JD. They might just let the clock run out.
Looks like that's what they're going to be doing. They're just content to let this clock run down to end this 3rd quarter.
The Jefferson faithful is still out, though, JD. I'm glad they're sticking around, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they
wait
hung
to the
in there
end.
for,
they're hanging in here.
2 quarters. We kind of had an idea that Martinsburg would come out a different team here in this second half, as that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play, as your score is the Bulldogs 35 and the Cougars 12. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. We tried to get Patrick Mahomes and Jake here. They're a little bit busy, so you're stuck with Jared from State Farm in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We are thrilled to partner with Home Team Sports to bring you area high school football this fall and to continue to support our area student athletes. Thanks for letting us be a part of this. Your needs guide us. Your goals drive us. Jared Ferguson, State Farm.
To start this 4th quarter, and the Bulldogs opened up a sizable lead on the Cougars, put up 3 more scores there in the 3rd quarter, and now have a 35-12 lead. Cougars have the ball on their own 47-yard line, 3rd and 9. Herrick rolls out here to the near side, looking for a receiver. Going to have to tuck it and run it. Nowhere to go for Dylan Herrick. Might have picked up 2 yards on the play out to the 49. So those adjustments that the Bulldogs have made on offense are now carrying over to the defensive side of the ball as well. So it's 4th down. What are the Cougars going to do? I mean, if you don't get it, you give the Bulldogs the ball right back here near midfield. And so far, Cedric, I have not seen a correct answer on our trivia question.
Yeah, man, I think we stumped the people. Yeah, one or the other, but not both.
So 4th down. Herrick looking for a man. It's knocked away there by Ace Flores.
Definitely not a smart throw.
Turnover on downs, and the ball go back over to the Bulldogs. So the Cougars have kind of totally fallen apart now in this game and just not –
yeah, obviously a passing situation, but not in the middle of the field like that.
Yeah, well, the Bulldogs definitely made some adjustments there as well. The receivers aren't running wide open like they were in the first half, though.
Right.
So, but you got to, on 3rd and 7, 4th and 7, whatever it was, you got to get it out here near to the sideline so only your guy can catch it.
Yeah.
Don't throw back to the middle of the field where you take a chance of an interception or as we saw, the ball got knocked away. We've had a lot of right answers on
one side,
but we haven't gotten some of the other quarterback on the correct side. It's a little tough one. You got to do some thinking, do some research. Last week's answer came through in the first minute or two. This one might take some time. I like to tell some of the people that have been messaging us, try again. There's 3 strikes, you're out. We actually have, it's funny, Cedric, we actually have some former quarterbacks giving our answer as Fagan going deep to Bunny again. He makes the catch, beat Demarius Wallace on the play. And there's that passing game opening up here again here early in the fourth quarter.
I think it's safe to say that Kyrie Bunny is him. I think it is. I mean, I think he's the guy. I mean, if there's an air attack that you got to stop or worry about or prepare for, it's got to be number 0. You got to make sure number 0 doesn't beat you deep.
Yeah, and maybe the game plan was to run the ball, and let's just see how Jefferson adjusts, and they adjusted well. And now in the second half, we see what Martinsburg does as Dick hands the ball. He's in for the score. He won't be denied as Brian Dick, who's actually the backup quarterback, but definitely plays a little bit of running back as well. And now the route is on for the Bulldogs. We're going to ask the question one more time so everyone knows. So from 2007, and that was the last time Jefferson beat Martinsburg, we want to know who were the 2 starting quarterbacks in that game for each team to win a $25 Amazon gift card. We've gotten a couple correct answers on one side, but not both. So you've got to get both quarterbacks, guys. That's the only way you get the gift card. And that kick is up and good. So with 10:37 left to go in the fourth quarter, your score is Martinsburg 42, Jefferson 12. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
That has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is installed, we promise fast, knowledgeable, and friendly service. We are always happy to answer all your questions and work with you to design a space that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
And we are back here at Cougar Stadium. 10:37 left to go in this game, and the Bulldogs open up a commanding lead. And listen, guys, everyone is messaging, me and Cedric and a couple other people personally. You have to message on the broadcast. Go to our live stream on YouTube and message in the broadcast. The first one, that's the only way we can keep track. We can't keep looking at our phones and trying to answer everyone that's messaging us. So you message in the broadcast. I apologize. I should have made that clear from the get-go. But if you want to guess, give your answer in the broadcast, and we will award a $25 gift card to the winner. The ball comes out to the 20-yard line, and the Cougars will start there. They need to just put some consecutive plays together, get a drive going. Continue to do what you've been doing. So 2 receivers to each side now.
It's good to see Ace Flores back in the game, too.
Yeah, he definitely is. As Rockwell's in motion. Harris got to throw it. There's that pass to Tony Allen in the middle of the field. They hit on a little earlier. Yeah. Picks up maybe 6 or 7 on the play. So they haven't moved the sticks yet. Is this going to be an official's timeout?
Okay, penalty against Martinsburg.
Penalty against Martinsburg. It's
okay. Roughing the passer.
So that'll be an automatic first down. So even though Martinsburg's, the penalties start to add up, they definitely have made up for it with a couple big plays on offense and definitely got out to a big lead here in the third quarter. So I don't think that penalty is going to hurt them too bad as it would have in the first half.
Yeah, matter of fact, JD, I don't really remember a receiver that's had more than one game where they've had 3 or more touchdowns. I mean, Kyrie Bunny's already had 2 games this year, where he's had 3 or more. So
absolutely. Yeah,
maybe Hudson Clement, maybe back in the day. Not back in the day, a couple years back, Martinsburg. Shout out to Hudson.
Herrick back to throw, slings it to the middle of the field. Good defense there by Boston Todd.
First reps there at cornerback, it looks like tonight.
Yeah, intended there for Demarius Wallace on the slant. Broken up good.
Yeah, it looks like he's in for Kingston, McDonald's Gibson, because Mason Wallace on the other side.
But yeah, seeing his first action on defense is Boston.
Telling you, man, Martinsburg just kind of keeps reloading here, JD. I mean, there's a really good sophomore class there between, Kingston, Boston, Brian Dick. He plays quarterback at the JV level, so.
Yeah, they just keep reloading as Tony Allen goes in motion. Herrick will roll out to the far side, looking for somebody to throw to. Nobody to go. He's going to have to try to tuck it and run, and the defense swarms around him. Nowhere to go.
Relentless pursuit, man. Xavier Pollard with the sack there.
And that's another play there, Cedric, where sometimes you just got to get what you can get and throw, or possibly get out of the pocket, throw it away.
Live to see another down.
Just way too much dancing around there. And
there's just not a play call for 3rd and 20, JD. You know what I mean? You can run all goals, obviously, or run screen or something like that. But, to expect to get 22, 23 yards to get a first down is very hard to do, especially drawing up. Might have to freelance it a little bit.
So 3rd and a lot now for the Cougars. 3 receivers here to the near side. Herrick will back to throw. He unloads it to Demarius Wallace, and he just throws it out in front, and Braden Miller picks it off.
It's his second interception tonight.
Second pick there by Miller. I mean, that's the play you wanted to see to Wallace earlier in the game when he underthrew him. This time he overthrows him. The defender was back there far enough to pick it off.
Yeah, Martinsburg's playing cloud coverage. Everybody's had their deep quarter zone, so they're very, very well prepared for that pass. He's still got the ones in, so it's no JV offense on the field yet for Martinsburg. Still got the starters in running the offense.
Good shot, Chris. Good shot, Kaylee.
A little trick play, fumbled and recovered by the Cougars.
Wow.
So taking a chance there, gives the ball up. Probably not what Coach Sherman would have liked to have seen, but hey, if he made that call, then that's just a gutsy call there in your own territory.
Yeah,
you don't execute that to perfection, you see what can happen. The ball was turned over.
The timing on a lot of those motions have been off tonight for Martinsburg. You notice that? The timing has just been off. With Boston coming around, everything's been kind of late or slowly progressing. So he just took the great play by the defensive lineman. I don't know who that was. I didn't catch a number, but great play by that guy.
Well, Cedric, we have a winner here in our trivia question.
Awesome.
The winner of our $25 gift card is Joey Urish. The answer was Brandon Heiler and Dustin Peters. Brandon Heiler played for Jefferson and was the starting quarterback that season for the Cougars, and Dustin Peters was the starting quarterback for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. So, Joey, you just won yourself a $25 Amazon gift card. Congratulations. As that play, again, went for negative yards for the Cougars, so definitely not the same kind of half they had in the first half. As now we're under 8:30 to go in the game. So Benner in the up back. Handoff goes to Roper. Roper picks up maybe a yard on the play. So I just feel like you had mentioned earlier, Cedric, that a lot of these guys on offense for Jefferson are probably going both ways, and it's been very hard. They've probably gotten tired as this game has gone on. Can't get that same push up front that they did early in the first half, and you can see, and with Roper probably definitely not being 100%, they just can't. They just aren't going to be able to, give everything they have to finish this game
Yeah, I think the depth is definitely showing. The conditioning looks like it's showing. I mean, I can tell, Martinsburg has a couple guys that play both ways, but not everybody. Obviously, I don't think Jefferson has that luxury. They got to play probably 10 guys both ways. So.
Yeah, they do. And Herrick's under a lot of pressure, and he goes down again.
Wow.
And that line is just coming through for the Bulldogs.
Xavier Pollard, Ace Flores, Peyton Kaufman.
They are dialing it up. Old Coach Hash, boy, he just keeps bringing the house. And Jefferson's just being overwhelmed right now. As now you're at about 4th and 25-ish. So they're going to punt the ball away, it looks like. That was their best opportunity to score here in the second half.
Yeah.
And, or actually, they scored at least in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're kind of hoping for Jefferson to kind of get another score on the board this half, but it doesn't really seem like anything's working, like in terms of execution.
Yeah, you want
it's always a penalty or tackle for loss or
off the side of his foot is Takeem Drake's punt, but it takes a nice roll inside the 10, inside the 5. Going to be down by Tayshawn Roper at about the 4-yard line.
Man, he's fighting through whatever he's got going on, man. He's really like pushing through it. Tough guy.
Yeah, you would have liked to have seen him make the score a little more respectable, get up into the 20s possibly. Would have been good for the Cougars. But they put a couple points on the board. It's more than a lot of teams have so far this season. I think the only team that has scored on the Bulldogs has been Huntington. We'll see if the Bulldogs start pulling some of their starters. So far, it doesn't look like they have. So Fagan still in at quarterback. Not sure if I see that Dick or Busk. A little confusion there in the backfield. It's going to be a flag and a false start there on the Bulldogs. So they still continue to be penalized, even being up.
Yeah, let's see if the defense can get a takeaway here, JD. I mean, even get some points on the board would be awesome. I mean, just boost morale altogether. You know what I mean? Give those guys something to cheer about.
Got a quick update there is over in Washington or over at Hedgesville is the Patriots are now up 35-7 over the Eagles. So Dick's still running hard.
Tough run.
Definitely hard to bring down as he gets out near the 20 at about the 17-yard line. So another first down for the Bulldogs. So I think now the Bulldogs will probably just be content to run this clock down. Get out of here with a win. Probably didn't like a lot of the stuff they saw in the first half. Made some good adjustments at halftime. Definitely imposed their will in the second half. And if you're Jefferson, you just like to contain. Oh, Tony Allen tried to go, or no, that was Wallace tried to go for the pick. It was tipped up but caught. Is that Jayshon Dirting?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Caught the ball off the tip, picked up another first down. And there's another. No, I thought there was a flag on the field, but there wasn't. So nearly, as Wallace tried to jump that little screen pass, mistimed it a little bit, and it was tipped up in the air. 5:13 left to go in your ball game. And Martinsburg is still in their spread 2-2. They're going to hand it to Dick here off to the near side. Good defense there and tackle. Well, let's see who that is. That number 11, Brady Roberts, the senior for Jefferson.
Okay, and that was number 18, Mikey Dillard. Mikey Dillard, JV running back. So they are mixing up a little bit.
They must have switched just right after that next
Brian's
first down.
playing quarterback. So. Yep. So they get some guys in. So we apologize in advance if we mess up any names or numbers. But we'll try to make sure we get everybody here. I see number 17, looks like, into the game at receiver.
Tayshawn Cofield.
Yep, at receiver.
And number 18, Dillard, with Dick at quarterback. Dillard's going to take the snap himself. Straight up the middle. He's got some room to run, and there he goes. Brian Dick is going to be caught. Jamari Jenkins is chasing him and makes the tackle at about the 30-yard line. So Dick with a good hard run straight up the middle. And again, you know, you wonder where the Jefferson tackling is. It's something that if you don't work on it in practice, you're not going to see those results in a game.
Yeah.
You saw several missed tackles throughout this game, again on Buskey, also on Coy Fagan, and now again on Brian Dick. So just a tough road for the Cougars tonight. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Just great movement on that left side of the line, man. Peyton Kaufman, Brady Breeden, the center Cade. He's doing pretty well, man. Those guys are moving on the left side. Mason Wally in motion.
Wally takes the handoff. Good pursuit there. Takeem Drake, another missed tackle in the backfield. He keeps his balance.
Wow.
Looks like he picks up close to 5 yards on the play after he should have been stopped for a loss.
I think that's just been the theme, man. Like all night, there has been moments and opportunity to make tackles in the backfields, you know, stop Martinsburg for a 1 or 2 yard gain, and then, you know, they pop 4 or 5 or even a touchdown for 80 yards.
Yes, now we see Jefferson making some substitutions on defense as well. Another quick score update as Washington gets in again and takes a commanding 42-7 lead over Hedgesville. And that's a fumble on that handoff exchange.
Jefferson got it.
Jefferson will take over. So with 3:05 left to go, we'll see if Jefferson can put another score on the board, as it looks like their starting offense will once again come out on the field.
Recovery made by number 25 here, Jaheim Gidney.
Yeah, the sophomore Jaheim getting in there. So good heads-up play by Gidney.
And you got to think too, JD. Jefferson, like, anything positive right now is you just got to you just got to think about, you know, put ourselves in 16, 17-year-old kids' shoes. You got to capitalize. You got to say, hey, good job. You know, you got to be, you know, somewhat positive on the sideline. I know it's not finishing how you wanted it to, but you know, any good feedback right now for these kids is what they need.
Definitely. So it looks like Tayshawn Roper's night is done as he comes off the field, and in for the Cougars is number 16, Braylon Mumal.
Yeah, they took a timeout trying to figure out who put in the game.
So we're going to stay here, and I'm going to go over a couple of our sponsors. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Home Team Sports sponsors, Catro Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, R&L Landscapes, Enclosures Unlimited, Big Mike's Grillin', Opekin Motors, call Jeremy Atkins, State Farm Insurance, call Jared Ferguson, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, ERA Liberty Realty, call Cheryl Yates, Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, D. Gill's After Paints. We'd also like to thank our JHS Athletic Field banner sponsors: Roberts Realty Group, Parsons Ford, HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering, Oak Tree Homes, Tara Sanders Lowe from Sampson's Properties, Moose Lodge 948 in Charlestown, Ours Lawyer Lewis, CPAs, Harlan J. Shoemaker and Son, Jefferson Security Bank, and AFT of Jefferson. We'd also like to thank our white level sponsor, Shepherdstown Pharmacy, the maroon level sponsor, CMA's Toyota Chevrolet of Martinsburg, and our cougar level sponsor, Shenandoah Heating and Air Conditioning. That runs down the list of our sponsors for this season. We much appreciate all your help and everything that you do. As Mumal gets the carry up the middle, trying to fight for a couple yards. He'll pick up 2 on the play. They'll bring up about 2nd and 8.
Looks like Martinsburg has about 70% of the starters in, maybe 80. 1 or 2 guys in there getting some extra reps, but yeah.
So the Bulldogs still have a few starters in. The Cougars, of course, they have their offensive line. Herrick's still in there, as well as the receivers. We see Jamari Jenkins is now in at receiver in the slot, number 9. I guess they're just content to run the clock as well. Thought maybe they would try to get one more score on the board as Mumal takes the handoff, and he loses a couple on the play. I think they're just to the point where they just want to get out of here healthy, you know, not take any chances anymore.
Yeah, number 8 with the play.
Yeah, we didn't get number 8 on our roster. We
I think
apologize.
it's White, last name White, from PA announcer.
So 1:52 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they run this clock all the way down.
3rd and 9. Ball on the 25-yard line of the Cougars. Handoff once again goes to Mumal, pushing his way forward. Gains a couple on the play. The Cougars are just going to be content to run this clock out. Brings up 4th down. Are they going to punt the ball away, or are they going to... Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring the punting unit out. This Akeem Drake will drop back to punt once again. Definitely a lot busier punting the ball this half than he was in the first half. We got a late substitution running on the field for the Cougars. As Drake's punted away. Looks like nice punt there by Drake. Sends Coy Fagan deep. He doesn't even come up to field the balls. It'll take a Cougar roll inside the 30. Be down by Wallace at the 29-yard line. So 15 seconds left to go in your ball game. Probably just time for one more kneel down or play for the Bulldogs. And that'll wrap it up. So after the game, we will have an interview with our player of the game, and that will be Coy Fagan, our home team sports player of the game for tonight.
Yeah, man, he had an excellent game tonight. Obviously, a couple big runs, so he easily rushed over 100 yards. Probably threw close to 100 after the couple touchdowns to Kyrie Bunny.
Yeah, they
a
exploded.
couple of those screen plays to Nick Buskey and a couple other guys. So
definitely exploded in the second half was Fagan. He definitely, didn't have the numbers quite as he wanted to throwing the ball, but I think that might have been by design in the first half. But he definitely opened it up in the second half, and the Bulldogs will just take a knee to end this game.
Victory formation, the best formation, JD.
And that's going to do it, guys, here from Cougar Stadium as the Bulldogs come in here and take this win from the Cougars, 42-12. And we're going to be right back with our home team sports player of the game. That's Coy Fagan. Congratulations to Coy. But we're going to be back right after this commercial break. You're watching Home Team Sports TV, your #1 local digital sports network.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Shirl Yates. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Adkins, Sales and Finance Director at EPAC Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV as we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
EPAC Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opacandmotors.com.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the World largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
Hello, everyone. Now is your opportunity to transform your home with D. Gill's After Paints, the experts in interior hardware, shelving, and finish carpentry.
All right.
Whether it's a new construction
I'm here
or
with Coy Fagan, our home team sports player of the game. Coy, man, great job out there. You feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Feeling healthy? Good, man. Hey, man, excellent performance second half. Obviously, you guys probably weren't where you wanted to be first half, but what was the halftime message from Coach Walker?
After we tried to get fired up to do our job. We knew the first half we weren't playing like us, so
yeah,
we had to come back up and play like us.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean that big run I think kind of sparked the movement that you had about 90 yards. I mean, tell me what it was to come back here to Jefferson, get a victory. How's that feel for you guys? Everybody kind of had their experience to touch the rock. You know what I mean? Get their own little playoff. So how'd that feel spreading the ball around?
It felt pretty good. I always love to try to spread the ball around to everybody. Get to see everybody make some plays.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, man. So the game plan coming in was did Coach Sherman plan on running you a little bit more than normal, or?
Yeah, it was mostly to run. We do like little screens, passes.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, yeah, man. I mean, look, most valuable player right here, Coy Fagan. Man, we're looking forward to watching you the rest of the season, watching you develop, watching you grow, and obviously making that next step to the next level, man. So appreciate you doing this with me. And, again, we'll take it back to JD. JD,
Thanks a lot to Coy Fagan, our home team sports player of the game. Again, thanks to everybody home watching. We'd like to appreciate it. I'd like to thank my crew, everybody here. And for JD Fritz, I love to thank our special guest announcer tonight, broadcast partner, Cedric Brown. Hopefully we can do it again sometime. You were definitely a big plus here with me on the mic tonight, so we appreciate you being with us. And that's going to do it, guys. We will be at Hedgesville next week, for Jefferson taking on Hedgesville. So tune in next week, and hopefully you guys will be there. That's it, guys. Good night, and God bless.
Yes, sir.